Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to
A podcast will save this relationship. My name is Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, he, him. And you said before we were going to do this that you would go first, so I figured you would go immediately after.
I begged
and
Josh
not leave
to go first.
2 seconds of dead air.
I wanted to savor the moment.
Well, damn, Fox is upset with that.
Fox is pretty upset.
Yeah. On today's episode of the podcast, we talked about... What are we talking about at the beginning?
I know, I forgot.
We did the Wolf Story. Oh, we did Momlife Comics. We talked about Momlife Comics and that whole phenomenon.
And we talked literally about everything, I feel like, in that one.
Yeah, a lot of shit came up during that one.
Yeah.
We talked about the Werewolf Story. You had your werewolf segment.
Yeah.
World famous
werewolf segment, which was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah.
And we also did Reddit and listener stories.
We did. Reddit ones were pretty funny.
Yeah, Reddit ones were pretty funny. Am I the assholes? Listener stories, a lot of bros.
A lot of bros
this episode, yeah.
Honestly, it was pretty nice hearing from the male
audience.
Our male audience. It was really nice to hear the people that listen to the show like we do every time.
Yeah, it was always good.
Yeah, it was good.
But yeah, all the timestamps are in the description down below. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and rate 5 stars on all the podcasting platforms.
For sure.
And if you want to support us financially, buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR and patreon.com.
Right.
And patreon.com/APWSTR.
True.
But enjoy the show.
Bye.
Bye. Or hello.
Oh.
I don't know. Every time I think of the word bully now, I think of that the Netflix docuseries where it was the website that Is Anyone Up turned into as Bullyville.
Oh yeah, the guy that did that guy slapped. That guy was based.
Yeah. Whenever
I think of the word bully, I think of Gabby Hanna going, "You guys are bullies. You're high school bullies." Just exactly like that.
Yeah. And then, I remember the TikTok thread where everyone would like do the things, and then like whenever someone said fucking, they would go,
yeah.
Fucking. Oh god, I remember that.
Oh man.
So over the past week, a couple .jpegs have gone on Twitter from a Instagram.
You checked them?
Yeah, I made sure. They're not PNGs.
You checked the metadata?
They're specifically JPEGs, actually.
Okay, cool.
I don't know, but yeah, no. So fucking someone put a bunch of images from an Instagram account called like Momlife Comics, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
it's like the lady's full name is like the actual name of it, but I think it's like Momlife Comics is the brand.
Remember, like when she went viral.
Yeah,
because I remember her comic was being shared around in a positive way of like, this really describes emotional labor, because emotional labor was like a big hot button topic.
Yeah.
And that was what she went viral about, which was how men sometimes don't realize that what they do, they feel tired from doing their normal job, whatever, but men are not asked to do as much labor as women, because women are expected to do all the emotional labor, and then cutting the chores 50-50.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Leads to a distressed mom.
Yeah,
and
I
then
get
like
that.
a dad that's like, I'm a little sweaty today. And that was the jokes that she made that went viral. But she just kept making that joke over and over and over again.
Yeah, she kept making that joke, and then it kind of got worse apparently over time.
Because it's how many comics can you make about that one thing?
Yeah,
that's a relationship problem.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. Talk to your partner,
Yeah.
But no, so recently, like this week, went viral again, but for bad reasons.
Yeah.
Which comic was it again?
It was the groceries one.
It was the peach one, right?
So the peach actually was like a campaign that she did where, because I think sometimes she tries to figure out. I've read some of her Instagram bios as well, because usually the comic will be something, and this is a straw man, will be it'll be a comic of her being like, I'm literally doing everything in the house and my husband's just over there jerking off, you know. And then in the comments,
you're not that far off. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, like that's what the comic is. And then in the caption, it'll be like, but actually he's a great husband and he does all of these things, blah blah blah. And you know what, sometimes I should jerk off sometimes, you know, and I shouldn't put all this stuff on me. But then it's like, why do you keep posting?
That's the thing. Yeah, that's where it's kind of like...
And the comments are very... Like, what she's depicting herself as saying to her partner is, like, really aggressive. Like, I don't think I would ever say, like... If I went to you, Josh, instead of saying to you, like... Oh, hey, why... we have a problem, like, over here, blah, blah, blah. Next time, please do this. It's what she depicts herself as saying is, are you joking me right now? Are you messing with me? Are you messing with me?
Are you pranking me right now?
Which gives me flashbacks to like my childhood, which is bad. You don't want to do that to Sarah.
Yeah, like shit.
So the peach thing was like, so the peach thing is she sees a peach and she goes, oh my gosh, I want to give this to my kids because they love peaches. And then she shows her husband looking at the peach and going, oh my God, it's the last peach. I want to have a smoothie with it. And apparently it's bad to want a peach in your smoothie, your daily smoothies.
Having a peach, having a fresh fruit in a fruit smoothie. Mm-mm.
Yeah. How dare,
that's really selfish.
How dare your husband want to eat a peach?
Yeah. So,
but before that went viral, there were like many posts that were like, there was like a campaign like hashtag just eat the peach. And it was like a story on her Instagram that was like multiple photos of women in their homes just like eating a peach.
And I actually have it up right now. I didn't realize any of this because like fucking, what people were like eating fruits and like sharing it to her about like,
oh my gosh, I just ate a peach. Yeah.
So clearly it's just a merch campaign. Mm-hmm. Because it's it's a t-shirt with like full front and then like the little pocket kind of thing, you know? And then, a sticker too, of course. You got stickers.
I looked at it because I was like, I can't believe this lady has merch. Because I do think her art style is very good.
Yeah,
I like
so
the simple art style and the kind of rotoscoped look of the characters. But I was like, why is it all peach stuff? I just don't get it. And I also thought it was about like vaginas, because peaches kind of are like, you know.
Oh yeah, when you do I guess peach and emoji is ass, right? That's what it technically is.
Yeah, well, I mean, like when you cut open a peach and you eat it.
Oh, it's kind of
like eating pussy, you know.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
I don't know. It's not really. Don't judge me about how I eat pussy, ladies. Fucking
with your teeth. You eat pussy with your teeth.
I get them yelping in the bed sheets, you know.
A wooga.
It's like a fucking Peanuts. It's like a fucking Peanuts cartoon. Arg.
So, all right, so.
Okay, all right. Cartoons and eating pussy.
Sarah, we gotta get past this somehow. Sarah.
I'm a train wreck.
Bring back. Okay, so when you're eating pussy, how do you eat pussy? That's what we were talking about.
Talk about eating pussy.
Back on track, Sarah. No, okay.
I'm fucking crying. Oh my God, my stomach hurts. Fuck. Yeah, I thought it was about pussy, and it wasn't about pussy, and
disappointing.
That's how I found all that shit out, and then everybody was like, I like the response to the comics because I do agree with it, but I also think it's like everything on the internet. Every response is outrageous.
Oh yeah, true.
Like people are like, so you can't even eat a peach now?
It's a little ridiculous. Yeah, that's really like, guys, calm down,
chill.
But I mean, I get some of the criticism, and apparently there's more.
Yeah,
to it for some people, I think, like the criticism itself.
Yeah,
like,
I think so. It seems like if you communicated with your partner,
you wouldn't be, but then you wouldn't have content.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That is the thing.
It's the equivalent of like, you know, you have your whole family and you just vlog every minute of their lives.
Yeah, and you have to tell your kid, hey, go over there and hit your little sister with a hammer. You know?
Yeah, right. You're trying to make conflict and for AdSense, you know?
I'm crying.
So I do have an article.
Yeah.
Because with everything, news got to talk about it. War in Ukraine. Inflation.
Momlife Comics.
Momlife Comics is the most important thing.
Get 'em.
I got an article here. Daily.com.
Yeah.
Gavia Baker Whitelaw writes, why those Instagram Momlife Comics are suddenly so controversial.
Yeah.
Mary Catherine Starr's Momlife Comics belong to a familiar category of Instagram mom content, sharing complaints about homework and motherhood. Critiquing the unbalanced workload in a straight marriage, Momlife portrays mom as perpetually overwhelmed by chores, while dad is a clueless layabout. The real person.
Yeah, I know. Like, oh my God.
And now I guess, hearing it out loud now, it's like, oh yeah.
Maybe don't dunk on him so hard.
Don't dunk on him so hard a little bit.
It's... Yeah, okay, sorry.
No, you're good. No, it's already.
There's so many layers to this that I have followed throughout, like...
the past week or so, or like since that first one went viral, right?
Throughout eons of time, Josh. I'm talking about like the concept of motherhood.
Yeah.
How it was been viewed and how there's been sort of this rebellion and motherhood content recently, like Crunchy Mom TikTok.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know, or like, you know, gentle parenting and like shit like that, where parenting is being reinvigorated. And it makes sense that there should be an outlet for mothers who want to complain about motherhood. Because maybe necessarily, you know, you're supposed to be this fucking... You're supposed to be like, it's a gift.
Yeah.
Everything is a gift and it's not gross at all when they poop on me, you know? And I love it when my kids throw up all over my shirt and my husband doesn't do fucking shit to help me, you know? And
fucking gnarly, yeah.
It's like, I get the backlash. I understand it because the Crunchy Mom TikToks will get comments that are like, you are a bad mom.
Shit.
For being a person.
Yeah.
And some of the Crunchy TikTok moms like really do get to a point where it's like, that's unsanitary and it's unsafe for the child.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about specific ones. I'm talking about trends
in general
over time.
Trends, yeah.
But like, so I get it. I understand the concept and I understand the concept of emotional labor.
Yes.
It's just really funny that this particular mom went so hard that she just has unwittingly portrayed her husband as the worst man, waste of space layabout on the planet Earth, while also portraying him as just a guy who does guy things.
That's true, yeah.
Like work out. Like it's just a photo of him working out like a normal man.
Yeah.
And she's upset that the kids aren't on top of him. Because they want their mommy, because most likely she does everything for the kids and he doesn't. So they're like, oh, whatever. Dad's not even a person because I don't view him and taking care of. So I want mommy all the time. And then he's just like, oh, yeah, while you're all doing that, I'm going to go work out. I can get how that would be frustrating.
Yeah, that does sound frustrating.
And you should be able to put that on the internet. But also like, yeah, that's a guy.
That's also a guy. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, these comics don't paint Star's husband in a particularly flattering light, but her 220,000 Instagram followers make it clear that mom's life message is relatable to many. Then this weekend, some of these comics reached an audience outside of their target readership, inspiring a flood of derisive memes on Twitter. People tore into mom's life's depictions of marriage, comparing Star's complaints to boomer-era, quote, I hate my wife jokes.
It is. That's interesting, because it is.
But just, you switch the genders, much like the Wolf Story. And that's how you get away with it.
Well, it's not even switching genders. It's like, that's what it was like. Oh God, what is that old sitcom with the theme song that's like Love and Marriage? It might be the
How old are we talking?
Like old, like before, like 90s, like maybe 80s.
And is it the
with what's his face and then the hot blonde woman? and they hated each other.
Is it Married with Children?
Yeah, it's Married with Children. Yeah, it's like Married with Children, where like they hate each other.
Yeah, true.
Really bad, like a lot. Yeah.
But they have children, so they're stuck.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if that was seen as ahead of its time for having a wife that was like, you're a piece of shit. Probably.
Honestly, probably, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Shit. These comics quickly became a nexus point for multiple strands of Twitter discourse. Why do so many men leave their wives to do the housework? Why is it socially acceptable for straight people to openly detest their spouses?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Are these comics inherently passive-aggressive, revealing star/quote mom to be the real asshole in the relationship? Why don't they just get a divorce?
Yeah, honestly, why not? I mean, yeah, these are serious problems.
Making a comic where your dad just fucking stabs a dog and then it's like, typical dad.
Oh, that's how my dad is.
Get a divorce. Why would I do that?
Why would I do that?
I wouldn't
Divorce
know.
your dad? Your own dad? You're married to your dad?
It's legal in the state of Florida.
Many problems here.
Yeah. Some commenters also began to wonder if Momlife is really an accurate portrayal of the author's marriage, delving into old blog posts where she talks about her husband doing all the cooking and grocery shopping. Maybe Mr. Momlife is being unfairly maligned.
He apparently does do all the grocery shopping.
Interesting.
He, like in the peach post,
Yeah.
she wrote, he does all the shopping. So then people were like, so he bought the peach and he can't have it? And I'm like, yeah, that is what happens when you get married and make children.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to feed them.
Sometimes food's going to be eaten by other people.
Yeah.
I will say it's very, like, I think the problem with that, the idea of, like, so you have this one-by-one image with the comic. Yeah. You're leaving out the important context in the caption. Yeah. And then in the caption, it's not going to be posted. Read. Yeah. Like, people just scroll through Instagram. Haha. Like,
that's a common rule just about everything is nobody reads anything. You could be so well educated. You could be so literate. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You're not going to read. Yeah. You don't want to read.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. If you're a person out there who loves reading, just keep that for the rest of your life. Oh my God.
Keep doing it. Yeah.
You're a valuable part of society.
Completely off topic. I actually watched this video by a guy that does like sketch comedy. It's kind of like Gus Johnson, but hopefully with less hating your girlfriend to the point where you get her almost killed.
Because like that, I get it. Yeah. That should be the Momlife comic.
Momlife Comics, yeah.
Wow.
But that's not the okay. He does like sketch comedy, but he made like this 3-minute long video talking about his thoughts of like how capitalism killed reading.
I get
because reading doesn't have any more inherent value. Unless it's like an educational book, but like reading fiction.
And it's reading fiction and like reading shit. And I think we're also going to get into that probably in the Wattpad thing. Yeah. Is like actively suppressed.
Yeah, true.
I remember reading and people coming up to me and being like, why?
Yeah, there's that famous Bill Hicks.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Which dunked on Waffle House, and I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that part, but there was, the what is it? I get it. Yes, I understand. Listen, I like Waffle House too.
Waffle House slaps.
Yes,
I hate the Waffle House slander.
But
it's a magical journey. You don't know what you're going to get. It could be a crime. It could be the best people you've ever met in your entire life.
The main point of that bit was he was just reading in a Waffle House. And then everyone came up to him and basically just asked him, what are you reading for?
Yeah, but that was back in like the 80s. Southern accent, classist. Down here, we fuck our cousins and we don't read in Waffle House. When really, he's the weirdo that brought a book to a Waffle House.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
All right, I get it. All right, I get it. Back to this, though. So, reading is not, there's no reward to reading, so no one really does it.
Sir, this is the House of Waffles. This is not a library.
Yeehaw is what they said. No. Okay, so predictably for Twitter, this backlash evolved from satirical memes to a total pile-on, using Momlife as an avatar for everything wrong with Instagram mom culture and or a certain kind of toxic straight marriage. The criticism became increasingly harsh and personalized towards Star's family life. One surefire way to become Twitter's main character of the day is to post, quote, relatable content that many people find extremely unrelatable. For instance, Bean Dad, or that guy who dropped acid and tweeted that he resented his mom for giving him $100,000.
What?
That was part of Bean Dad? That's crazy.
No, that wasn't Bean Dad. That was a different guy.
Or was it the same guy, but that was a different thing that guy did that got revealed because of Bean Dad?
I don't think it's Bean Dad. I think Bean Dad
or
the
yeah,
guy.
okay, all right. I
was
don't know how to
gonna
read.
say that sounds like a spoiled teenager, but I don't remember that guy. So wow, missed a main character. Wow.
Yeah, these micro controversies go viral for the same reason that people love "Am I the Asshole" posts on Reddit. Everyone enjoys dragging someone else's family drama.
You fucking know it, baby. Well, we also like to try and help people.
We try to help people, yeah.
But yeah.
The best main characters evoke a sense of harmless schadenfreude, often because they seem to invite the backlash upon themselves. But this doesn't quite seem accurate for Momlife. Rather than posting an inflammatory thread on Twitter itself, Momlife originated from the normie zone of Instagram, playing to its own target readership. Then certain posts attracted backlash on Twitter because they were cherry-picked to annoy an unfamiliar audience. Momlife presents a depressingly negative view of marriage and parenthood, which is why it went viral on both Twitter and Instagram, but the two audiences came at it from different angles. These comics are an easy target for marketing because they overlap with conservative Instagram stereotypes, where momfluencers combine aspirational vibes with old-fashioned attitudes to marriage and motherhood.
I mean, I guess you can politicize it, but I think that's... I mean, okay, good, continue. Yeah, I think it's weird to do that, but
true. At the same time, though, Momlife routinely highlights patriarchal assumptions about women in household labor. Star's most popular post is about double standards in the way men and women are judged for similar parenting techniques.
Yeah.
So as Twitter users poked fun at Star's comic and personal life, some of this backlash was criticized in itself for having sexist undertones. Responding to the controversy, Star posted a comic with the caption, quote, "When a woman says anything and then crossed out that isn't 100% positive, not crossed out on the internet, showing herself being yelled at by trolls."
Getting a PR degree is like getting a hospitality degree. I feel like sometimes
PR, like public relations.
Yeah. Like you don't need it. You don't need to get that. If you're getting a PR degree, you're a football player. You know what I mean? Like you don't need, you're just there to take classes. You're not there to actually learn. And I'm like, but do you need a degree to understand that doubling down on what you're being criticized about is probably the wrong thing?
Yeah.
Drawing a bunch of snakes trying to eat you and crossing out their eyes is probably not the best way.
Giving them little devil horns
to fucking respond, dude.
Calling them a big sneaky pooper.
Yeah, like it's not the best. You're a part of something else now, sister.
God. And to finish up, quote, "This one goes out to all the new trolls who have come over here from Twitter to say horrible things to me, plus judge me / my marriage from just a few comics," she wrote, pinning the blame on, quote, "lots of 20-year-old guys who, quote, simply don't get it." I got called out, dude. Call me out specifically.
I mean, that specifically irritates me because I'm a 20-year-old girl, maybe, who fucking is out here saying, I don't know, I think that's not how I want to view marriage for young women.
Yeah, where it's kind of like
that being portrayed, if you're a straight girl nowadays, first you got to find a guy that gives a shit about you. Second, you got to make sure he's not a fucking rapist predator. Third, you have to make sure he's not a fascist Nazi. And then fourth, you got to make sure he's not a fucking pedophile. And then fifth, you got to make sure that he's at least socialist. At least. And not an annoying liberal, but at that point, it's like, maybe you're a gem. You're a fucking gem that you exist.
Already at that point, yeah. It's like, you can't get too picky at that point, you know?
They don't, like, I wouldn't want to think, okay, I'm going to marry this guy. That's what I want, is I want marriage. Not a terrible thing to think. You know, it's not bad to want to be married. I'm going to marry this guy, and then it's going to get bad. Because marriage is bad, and that's what happens in long-term relationships is they always go bad. Like fucking a peach left out on the counter. Yeah. Like you just want, like I want, like that's what I think people don't understand is young women want to see healthy relationships modeled for them, because how many are there? There's like 2. And they're not really being portrayed And one of them is Jenna and Julian, and they're gone. You can't see them anymore. Fuck.
They're gone forever. Yeah. Jeez.
You know? So it's like, no, maybe don't do that because it's not good for women either.
Yeah, or you're kind of like stoking the flames a little bit of like.
And pinning it all on guys who don't get it.
Well, that's the thing. At that point, help. you're making the straw man there, of like fucking the only way any of this criticism can be real is it has to be all from men because my target audience,
because all women would understand that men are trash or something. No.
Hashtag all men are trash party,
And I mean, I've actually seen multiple conversations that I think are good. Because I mean, I think, all men are trash are like, all cops are bastards, where it's like, maybe not all of them. But then you have the guy that is friends with a rapist and is still friends with the rapist after the rapist gets convicted.
Where it's like, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and I think like, it's like, well, I mean, okay, if we're going to do like all cops are bastards and all men are trash, that's the thing, right? Where it's like, because you have the one guy that's still like a cop or whatever, he's still allowing other cops to, fucking.
Right.
Yeah.
But then going and making up that men are trash.
Yeah.
Does worse actually than just calling out men for their bad behavior.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the point, because it's not like, okay, we should kill off all the men and have a all women nation. That's fucking crazy. A gendered ethno state. That's not what feminism wants to do.
Listen, as someone who's had suicidal thoughts, I like where you're going with this. But
oh my god.
But
whoa.
Not anymore. Guys,
it's interesting to me because there's a trend of bisexual women in heterosexual relationships and being like, this is my boyfriend and he's stinky and ugly and a big poo-poo head and I hate him so much, and then I see a beautiful angelic woman and I want to eat that pussy so bad, and that's the quintessential bisexual experience. That's how we all are. Every bisexual woman is like that, and they're all in heterosexual relationships.
They're all stuck and forced into their relation.
And it's just
held out by gunpoint.
That's so harmful on like very many levels. That's just terrible. And then those women get dunked on for hating their partner, and they also get biphobia as well because if you say that you're a little bit wrong and you're a little bit gay, everybody's gonna be like, I think you're an F slur, baby.
Or people won't believe that you're bisexual because you're dating a man.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll be like, oh, are you really gonna go eat that angel's pussy? Are you really?
Do it right now.
Yeah, do it. Prove it. Film it, please, for me.
Please, for me.
And your boyfriend.
But no, yeah, so like, I don't know, like, shit.
Why can't we also hate on heterosexual women for hating their husbands? At this, like,
why can't we hate everybody?
Yes, thank you. That's what I want the internet to be. Filled with haters.
Filled with haters, yeah. But haters for like actual issues, not like dumb shit like, oh, you put pineapple on pizza, so you deserve to.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
You get the 7th ring of hell, You
get the 9th one. There are actually 9. Did you know that? I learned that from the trivia bowl. Quiz bowl.
Did Nathan Fielder set up a crime scene and said?
No, somebody else got the answer right while I kept score.
Oh, fair enough. But no. So, I mean, I don't know. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that? People hating on Nathan Fielder when, like, there's more.
Yeah, I mean, this is all happening while the Alex Jones trials are happening. And we're all hating on this one lady.
We're hating on this one lady and all this other bullshit. The PAC Act fucking got passed and no one, like, cares.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's like, I don't know how to analyze news anymore, because I see things happen and I go, I'm gonna wait for the backlash to this, and then the backlash happens and I go, I knew it, and then the backlash to the backlash happens and I go, fuck,
damn it, fuck,
god damn it, shit, fuck,
shit, dude.
Like the whole Anna Mardal thing where Kiwi Farms Nazis found out that he worked
You're just saying words now. I don't even know any. I actually don't know this one.
This is purely online. Anna Mardal was a trans Twitter user who did the hot take that if you're a writer and you don't read.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And people call you a bad writer, that they're actually being ableist because people with ADHD shouldn't just be expected to read or something. I'm not doing it in the best light. I wasn't a big fan of Anna Mardal.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I just didn't agree with his takes all the time. But it was one of those things where I was like, since it was an SJW kind of situation, I was like, am I the drama? Am I wrong for not liking this?
Yeah.
And maybe I still am. But then he got outed as working for Lockheed Martin for 15 years and was a nepotism hire from Kiwi Farms, which is a Nazi site. So then it started this absolute dumpster fire of discourse of people being like, maybe working for a defense contractor for 15 years
is bad
and actively participates in war and war crimes. And then other people are like, maybe we shouldn't use Nazi tools. Which, you know what, both are valid, I think, actually.
I think both are valid, yeah.
But it's like it became like for some reason, they were pit against each other just by the nature, the elements.
I feel like you could...
physical elements of the internet.
Why is it impossible to hate Nazis and war?
I know, right?
I feel like Chad move, fucking big muscly alpha males hate Nazis and war.
It did create some like pretty interesting tweets from people where they were like, listen, people would be so anti-Nazi that they're pro-defense contractors, and then people would be anti-defense contractor that they would be pro-Nazi. And it just like doesn't
what is going on?
Sense.
Yeah. None of this makes sense.
So it's weird because I understand where the Momlife lady is coming from.
Yeah.
In her relationship, but I'm personally worried about her marriage. That's how I felt when I saw all this. Because I was like, you've been with this guy for like 10 years and he doesn't know how to put the toilet paper away. And like, I get being that upset because like, yeah, you've been with him for 5 years and he put the toilet paper on both sides of the sink. But then your first reaction is to go to him and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I remember being a kid and growing up with a parental relationship like that and seeing that happen, like the decline of a marriage happen from the eyes of a 5-year-old. And it's trauma. Like what you're putting on the internet, you think is like a fun, quirky thing.
Yeah,
but you're describing a traumatic experience for your children. That's how I saw
them
it.
For your life, yeah.
And then I think all these labels got put on it, like, feminism and misogyny and emotional labor and a conservative Instagram mom life. I don't even know what that word salad even fucking means.
It means something to someone, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's just, I just felt it. To me, the content was relatable on a personal level to me. And I'm sure a lot of other people were too. And that's why it got so fucking popular.
I get that, yeah.
I don't know. Is the article over? I don't know.
The article was done. Yeah,
great.
no, you're good.
Awesome.
Don't worry.
But yeah, no, I just think I think we could sit around and talk about feminism all day. But I think personally, we should come at this to a personal level based on the content, not just extrapolating strange liberal
wild theories and
culture analyses from like one lady that makes comics.
Find your ethos, logos, and pathos in this comic right now. Let's go.
Right. Yeah. Like, I mean, on one level, this is content and like, to say the sentence, to become the Twitter's main character of the day, you have to, make relatable content that isn't so relatable. It's like, no, the content was relatable.
Yeah.
Just not relatable in the way that the person meant to make it.
Yes.
I think it's powerful content. I think it is. I think it's very creative. Just like with the Jake Novak situation. The guy who did I want to be the next SNL cast member. That guy.
Yeah.
He got run off the internet. I think also for having the skills but missing the mark.
Yeah.
like, yeah, you made good content, but it was bad.
Yeah, you made good technical content, I think is the best way to put it, I think.
I think that's something that people are obsessed with, because I'm obsessed with content that is technically there, because that's a personal fear of mine, is getting so good at the technical and
that
never
you lose
having the talent.
Yeah.
You know?
I get that.
But I think also that's like a misunderstanding of how content is made. Nobody is God. Nobody is the god of their art. They are just guys who work really hard.
Yeah.
So you just gotta keep trying.
I have 15 people on my phone that would disagree with that, and they're all film bros. And they will all say the same thing, which is they are the god of film.
Right, and then that's how you get like fucking our cat is screaming.
Fox is screaming at us right now.
That's how you get like directors saying crazy shit, and then you're like, "What? How did that guy? He's so talented. How is he bad?" Like, because he's a fucking idiot, just like everybody else. He's just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's the real tragedy.
Right. I don't know, and I think that's why on our podcast we try not to dogpile on people
and try to actively prevent it.
Yeah, like I was thinking about it, and I was like, I worry sometimes that I come from an individualist perspective. Because very often I'll say things like, you need to, do more self-care. You need to take care of yourself. And people I've seen a lot of content recently where people are like, that's individualist. It's individualist to just like take care of yourself all the time and fuck everybody else. And I'm like, but that's not what I mean. I
think that's like,
you take care of yourself so that you can take care of others.
Yeah, no, I think that's a pretty foundational thing. I mean, yeah, because I remember, ironically, like this is from like a Vosh thing where it's like, what's praxis and what you can do to help, like socialist causes or like help people.
Yeah.
And the first step is you have to help yourself, you know?
Do.
Yeah, because if you're not at 100% or not even at like, but number out of my ass 50%, right?
Right.
You can't do anything to help other people without becoming absolutely drained, you know?
Right. From my point of view, a collectivist society is a bunch of individuals who are capable and are able to help themselves, but also have the ability to help each other.
Yeah.
And an individualist society is a bunch of separated people who are being purposefully manipulated to give away too much of themselves.
Yeah.
To something else and not people.
Yeah.
And that's what we live in, is we're all in our little homes, not giving ourselves to each other.
Exactly.
And then when we do that, it's looked down upon by the gig economists, they're like, why aren't you out doing Uber all day? Huh? Why aren't you doing that? You're never going to get rich.
Why aren't you working for the 3 cents an hour that Uber will pay you?
Yeah, literally. It's, why are you blaming it on the company, you entitled millennial?
Oh, you want a handout?
Gen Z handout person? You should vote for a Republican and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I'm Jordan B. Peterson. Lobsters. It's like, that's really fucking dumb.
God. I get what you're saying, though. I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. You have to have I don't know. I see it like a switch,
Mm-hmm.
You got to switch between caring for yourself and caring to others. You got to know when to pull that switch.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think you're never going to have a fully 100% collectivist society without an individualistic.
And that's good. You can have too much of a collectivist society. It's called Nazis. Let's not pretend here. That's why you want smart people who understand what fascism is and understand when it's creeping in. And, are not susceptible to being manipulated.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, fucking
But I just don't know how you exist in this society, walk around and see somebody who is, loudly crying out for help, which is what I see the mom comics as. Like, please somebody, oh my God, dear, help me. My husband is an idiot.
Yeah.
And either he's being manipulative or he's a fucking idiot and he doesn't know how to be a husband, or a father, and it's kind of put apart as like a haha. And I'm like, if that was my friend and they talked to me about their husband, and they were like, haha, when I go on a thing and then my husband comes in and he just takes his keys and I got all the kid stuff in the bag, blah, 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 blah. I would be like, wow, he sounds like a dick.
Do you need help?
Do you need help?
Do you need to call someone? Like,
yeah, I'll be there while you get all your stuff and move out.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know,
God,
like, what's up? You know, that's what I would say. I wouldn't harass her. You know, I wouldn't do that.
But Sarah, this is the internet.
Yeah, I mean, but then that's the thing. That's the effect of the individualist society is, you know, Jordan B. Peterson, my God, is telling me that I have to clean my room, right? And I have to be precise in my speech. And I have to do this so I can go up the hierarchy and become a better person. I can be the top lobster, right?
Yeah.
I can do all that. So then you see somebody out there who's crying for help. The individualist perspective is going to be like, fuck them, get them down on the ground. Like, put their head underneath the sand and keep it there until they fucking choke and die. So that you will someday be the only lobster and the only one that gets all the resources. You know what I mean? And that's what causes that. And that's why I guess I get really irritated with these articles and these fucking people that are just like, and that's why Joe Biden will lose the primary. And it's like, how did you take this comic of this one lady?
How do we get here? I get
How
that.
do we get here? This doesn't make any sense. You're
Kinda
participating
you're missing the
in
forest
this.
for the trees, you know?
Yeah.
Or the trees for the forest. I don't know.
It's not the actual message that needs to get out to people. And I feel the same about the Jake Novak situation and the Anna Mardal situation. Is all three of these scenarios that happened in succession ended with them all being harassed.
Yeah. Jesus.
And like Jake Novak has said a statement out to The Verge that said that he was told to kill himself for wanting to be on SNL. I don't know if the Momlife person has said it, but she's obviously been bullied enough that she's got to make a fucking snake comic. Anna Mardal left Twitter. I think. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah. You know, it's crazy that this is becoming a thing, but it's not. I think it's predictable.
Yeah. It's sad.
It is sad.
Yeah. Damn. But Sarah, what about momfluencers?
I think also it's just momfluencers are annoying and your white mom is annoying. Everybody's white mom is really annoying. Honestly, every single one. If I meet your white mom, there's really not a point where I'm like, aw, I don't get that with white moms. I don't know what it is. I don't have it.
Yeah.
I don't have that maternal influence where I meet your white mom and I'm like, what a nice mom. I always get a little sus. I'm like, yeah.
When's the crazy shit gonna start happening? I get it.
And that's a trauma response for me. But, you know, fuck. I just don't get. I think that also is a thing where you see too many white Karens and you're like, every white Karen is somebody's white mom.
That's true. Yeah.
For sure. And sometimes they have their kids with them while they're being a
yeah,
Karen.
in the stroller. Yeah.
And they're screaming at the top of their lungs in the Apple store. Like, we're an ill society. How do you see that and you go, that person's crazy, everybody else is fine? Get that.
Society didn't cause this. No, that's an individual problem.
That's that person that somehow grew up with a bunch of healthy people around them and somehow became that.
Jesus.
That makes sense in my brain.
Speaking of
yeah, what's up?
Comics, let's evaluate a different art form known as the written word. We did talk about writing during this. I could have just said, speaking of writing.
Yeah.
So you have a segment.
Yeah, let's get out of this serious bullshit, you know.
Darius Black?
I hate that. I hate what you said. I don't want to hear about that.
What, you don't want to hear? Wait, what? What's wrong, Sarah?
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it, actually.
All right, fine. Okay, I'll cut it out.
Okay, chapter 2. Are you ready?
Yeah. So okay. Can you?
These are the photos. We have photos of our characters.
But you gotta introduce the segment. You gotta.
Oh, sorry. So this is the Wattpad werewolf fan fiction. This is chapter 2. Last week we read chapter 1.
And you gotta recap as well. You gotta what
have
happened?
to recap.
Yeah, what happened last week?
What happened was our you know what happened. It's fan fiction. They did the mate, and then he was like, "Oh, you're ugly," but she's like the daughter of the pack leader, and she's also an alpha, and she's gonna be the person.
And they're all alphas, right?
Yeah, and she was like, "You know what? I reject you," which is a big deal. Anyway, look at them. We have a photo.
Oh,
of
we
them.
have photos. Okay, so I can.
So we got Connor, Elliot, and Claudia.
Are those actual actors, or are they just like random pictures that you find on Google?
I think this is Alex from Target. I don't know.
We got Alex from Target, maybe. I don't know.
And then we got Connor. I mean, no, that was Connor. This is Elliot, who I don't know who this is.
I don't know, but that does look like a professional shot. That's definitely from a TV show, at least. Okay, so we're not just broadcasting a random person's face.
I mean, they're pretty hot, so they're probably actors. You know, actors, actresses.
And then
that's Claudia.
Okay.
I don't know who. I forgot.
No idea who that person is.
And
sorry
music
in advance.
Video,
there's another music video.
Yeah. Okay, so those are the friends.
Oh, those are the friends. So who? Wait. So okay.
So we don't know what our main character. I think it's probably also we need to insert ourselves as the main character.
Oh, so we are the main character.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can imagine the main character as 5'10", blonde hair, blue eyed, with a beard, and a Phoebe Bridgers shirt on for this chapter.
Yeah.
And that's how I'll be seeing this character.
I'm so confused. Okay, anyway, so this is called Rejected Me, Big Mistake on Wattpad.
Yes, okay, yeah, that's true. All right.
This is chapter 2 of Rejected Me, Big Mistake. Okay.
So it's the rejecting from the point of view of the main character now? Because in the last one, it was the main character.
Right. And then it was the point of view of the guy that was getting rejected.
Okay, interesting.
I think this is just after that. I don't know.
Okay,
we will read and find out.
We'll find out, yes.
This is chapter 2. I can't stay. I need a break. I'll stay with Connor, Claudia, and Elliot, and then I'll come back. I plead to my parents. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I ran away, wallowing in self-pity, felling pathetic, like I didn't deserve a mate and that I'm going to change to get him back. But you are so wrong.
Why would we think that? In the last one, you made it clear that you didn't want to be that guy's mate.
I think that's the trope.
I wasn't.
I don't know.
This is... okay, I'm going to save this for later, but okay, yeah, okay, continue.
Okay, I'm leaving to live with my friends for a while. I'm going to completely change. And when I get back, not if, when I get back, I'm going to be respected.
I'm no longer going to be an alpha. I'm going to be a sigma.
I like this a lot, actually. Okay, all right, but you will call at least once a week and you will come back, Dad says sternly. Yes, I promise. Then you can go. I pack my bags with most of my clothes, which really isn't that much, but then take everything out. If I'm going to start again, then I need to start again. I put all the clothing that was actually nice, which wasn't much, and my phone, charger, Surface Pro, parentheses, computer, chargers, some books, toiletries, a photo album, and a photo frame with a photo of my family in it.
It took me a second to realize there was a parentheses for a computer.
In case you don't know.
In case you don't know.
What a Surface Pro is.
Yeah, because I'm sending this to my fucking 90-year-old... I'm sending this to my 90-year-old grandma who only knows what a Mac is.
Well, I will say a Surface Pro is not, you know...
They were pretty heavily advertised. Those little flip things.
But what if you were 4 when they were advertised? You know what I mean?
Okay, all right, fair. All right, fine.
When I am all packed, I meet Mom and Dad in the car, and they drive me to the airport.
Mom.
Why do you need to go to the airport? Okay.
Where do your friends live?
Yeah. What?
Taking a flight from Burbank to LAX.
It's faster than driving.
I don't want to drive.
When we arrive, I embrace them one more time, then hop on the plane, waving one last goodbye. On the way to start a new life.
Is this pre 9/11? Wait, hold on. Do they have a private plane? Is that what that is?
I'm sure
Did they buy 3 tickets and then only used 1?
Probably way easier to fly in the UK because they didn't have a fucking national crime.
But you set your story in California.
Yeah. There's just, but then you call everybody
Google,
mom and
not
dad.
Google airplane law. And you're going to have a scene. Oh my God. I'm sorry. You can't do. I'm sorry, because you can't on this show where we mention 9/11 every other week. You can't have me with my Wendover
maybe
Productions.
Maybe it is pre 9/11. Maybe it's literally moments before 9/11 happens. Maybe this is the chapter where 9/11 finally happens.
This is a universe where the Surface Pro exists.
And also werewolves exist.
And werewolves exist. But 9/11 hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But is going to.
Maybe. We don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe werewolves stop 9/11.
All I'm saying is, if there's a fucking Homeland Security mentioned at any point later on in this book,
you're gonna throw.
I'm gonna throw a fucking hissy fit. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You can't come into my fucking house. Your story can't come into my house and start talking planes or trains, anything like that.
I managed to fall asleep on the plane so that I won't be half asleep when we land. When the plane arrives at the airport in Washington, D.C., I grab my one... Okay, so it's in Washington. When the plane lands in the Pentagon... When the plane lands in the middle of the Pentagon...
You have to know about 9/11. You have to. What? You can't just fucking say that.
Listen, Josh, and you know what? I think this is your comeuppance for when I said I don't trust a post 9/11 baby. And you were like, Sarah, that's crazy. Now we're obviously reading a story from a post 9/11 perspective.
I wasn't even thinking about 9/11 in Washington, D.C. I was just...
What, the sentence structure?
Well, the idea that you have 3 friends in Washington and just...
on the other side of the U.S. How did that happen?
You're taking a fucking red eye, too.
You're taking a goddamn red eye.
I'm sorry. God. Okay, all right, okay.
I didn't even catch that. That's really funny.
You can't be sleepy. Can't. Yeah. Oh my God.
Live with your friends without parental supervision.
What is going on right now?
But you know what, Josh? If we wrote one of these, ours would be so boring.
It would be really boring. You're right.
Because what? We're gonna have like a 5-paragraph, and then you took off your shoes, and then the lady said, "Hey, you need to take your laptops out of your bags." And then you go, "The last time I flew, I didn't have to take my laptop out of my bag." And she goes, "Well, you have to here." And then weirdly enough, on the way back, they were like, "No, you can keep it in your bags." And then you're like, "But the other lady said..."
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I just need...
This would be so boring for any teenagers.
God. Okay, all right, I'm ready.
Let them... You know what?
Let them eat cake, yeah.
Let them live in a world where 9/11 doesn't happen. Thank God.
Good for them, yeah.
Yeah, good for them.
Christ.
God. When the plane arrives at the airport in Washington, D.C., I grab my one suitcase and walk out to where the people are waiting for the passengers. As soon as I step away from the crowd, I'm tackled to the ground. Ooh, tackles you. No, it's not actually in there.
So, parentheses, ooh, tackles you.
I opened my eyes to see my insane, ginger-haired best friend, Claudia Mason. Hey, Claude. Allie, I miss you so much, she shrieks. Well, Claudia, don't squish her before we even get to see her, I hear a deep voice say.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. She stands up and offers me a hand. Thanks, I give her another hug. Where's my hug? Where's my hug guy?
Oh, no.
I turn around to see another one of my friends, Connor Smith. I run into his arms. Con. Slow down or you'll knock us both over. And seriously, can you pick another nickname for me? He pouts.
Unironically, hearing the term con did feel like a slap in the face.
Yeah, it did suck.
It did. It wasn't
It's
great.
not a good name.
It wasn't. Yeah, even for your character, no, not. You're supposed to be an alpha. That's some beta shit.
It's a pretty alpha move to just cuck a guy with his nickname.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You're not wrong.
Sorry, I just missed you guys so much. And nope. What about me? I hear another voice ask. That's 4 people. I turn around and launch myself into Elliot Black's arms. Ellie, I yell. Haha, hey, Allie. And hey, Allie and I'm with Connor on this. Change our nicknames. He says against my head. I missed you guys so much. I say, pulling back. We missed you, Allie. They all say in sync. And we missed you, Allie.
Because God, my life's a TV show.
Actually, guys, I'm going by Kara from now on, I tell them.
All right.
Last time we tried to call you Kara, you said, and I quote, "It sounds nothing like me. I'm a total softie, and the name Kara is too, I don't know, like badass," Claudia says. "Yeah, well, I decided I need a change."
We're crossing the threshold right now. Yeah, we're
all power to you, Queen. "Yeah, well, I decided I needed to change." I tell them about the rejection, and Elliot and Connor look about ready to punch something. "Guys, calm down. This is good for me. I need a change, or this just tells me that I really do need a change." I tell them.
That's not how it's written.
That is. I'll read it again. "Guys, calm down. This is good for me. I need a change, and this just tells me that I really do need a change." I tell them, putting a hand on Connor and Elliot's shoulders. "Fine. We'll help you change," they all say. It sounds gross.
I really don't like. Yeah, I don't like. You know, sometimes you can say other words that mean change. You know, there are
like
other
Chang.
like Chang.
Yeah.
Spare some Chang.
Spare Chang. "Okay, good. Now, Claude, can you help me with hair, makeup, and clothes?" I ask her. "Yes, I would love to." "Okay, and you two." I turn to Connor and Elliot. "Fitness." And so this is a montage, I guess.
Oh, no. Okay. All right.
"Okay, let's get home and get you settled. Then I can tell that Claudia wants to take you shopping," Connor says while picking up my bag. Elliot and Claudia take one of my hands, and together we walk out of the airport. Elliot drives with Connor in the passenger seat. Claudia and I sit in the back and discuss my makeover. "So I was thinking that while you are with us that you could grow your hair out so it's longer, and when we go shopping we will get you an entirely ENTIRLY new wardrobe and some stuff from the body shop as well." "Wow, you really have this all planned out, don't you?" I ask. "Well, I've been hoping that one day you would let me give you a makeover, considering the fact that last time you came to see us, your hair was the same and you were wearing sweatpants and a hoodie." That was one sentence. "I am glad this time you were wearing jeans, but I want to see if you have your mother's fashion sense in you." "I don't. If I did, don't you think I would dress better?" "Maybe you do. You just don't know it yet."
What is going on? Okay, so...
"Dare to dream," I mutter. And that's the end of the chapter.
Wait, that's the end of the chapter?
That's the end. And I got an ad.
For Prime Video. Thank you, Prime.
Thanks, Prime.
Remember to Prime sub to my...
Did he get money from this?
I don't think... I think Wattpad gets money from that. I don't think
that's
that
crazy,
writer...
though. They get all this free stuff, this free content?
That honestly, maybe. I'm willing to bet there's probably some sort of like creator program. I don't know. I would have to look more into it. Okay, so I wanted to save this to the end.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about Dan Harmon a lot.
Yeah.
I was heavily reminded during this of a part. I think this was during the Monopoly guy thing. But before, it's like before that, it was. I think the bit was, "Here's what you don't put in your script."
Oh yeah, the voiceover.
Yeah, voiceover. Stop it. I got really heavy like.
Ew, did someone fart? No, I don't know. Did they? It was me.
It was me. Yeah.
I farted.
I was getting that a lot, and then I was also getting that with the change, where change was said 4 different times in the same paragraph. It's like, yeah,
well, that's just normal writing rules. Maybe don't say the same word over and over again.
Yeah, that's a normal thing. But I feel like, yeah, like during that time where it was like, I don't know, right in the beginning, it really did feel like.
You're saying the same thing over and over?
Saying the same thing over and over again. And then also it felt like it was just voiceover. But it's also written from a first-person perspective, so I can't...
It's going to be narrative.
It's going to be narrative in that way. But it felt like it leaned way too heavily into that.
Well, I think the beginning was like a...
Oh, it was the parentheses. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, okay, that's like you're trying to do a voiceover in this book where you already have a voiceover kind of thing. Was it the
parentheses of the computer? Yeah, that was the only parentheses.
Never mind. Okay, no, yeah, you're right. Fuck, what was it? There was something. I don't remember. But like,
you want to read it?
Yeah, can I read it?
Yeah.
I want to see if I can explicitly reread what like gave that to me. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. At least we're crossing the threshold, right?
Yeah, right.
Into Washington D.C. Oh, yeah. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I ran away walling in self-pity, feeling pathetic, like I didn't.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I was, yeah.
that's where
that's me. That's my crazy life. Yeah, I get what you mean.
You know, I was always a sandwich eating guy.
Yeah.
You know what they say about sandwiches? It's a bunch of meat with 2 pieces of bread in the middle. That's how I feel about
That's
life.
what my mom always said. That's how I feel about life. Yeah.
I think it was go listen to Harmontown. I think it was like one of the first 5 episodes of Harmontown where it was like writing tips from a jerk, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, because he had to go over, he had to select a bunch of writers, I think, for
I think Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
or it might have been for
because that was way before Rick and Morty, the beginning of Harmontown.
Yeah. So
I think it was just for something. And yeah, he was reading a bunch and they were all shitty.
With voiceover, yeah. And I think last week we talked about, I don't know, I was thinking about this recently, the man cave.
Yeah.
Where Jeff is like, don't mention man cave in your script. Did we talk about that last week? I don't remember. I guess
no, we did not. No, we didn't.
Okay, because like I don't know, because I'm thinking about writing a lot recently, probably because of this. So yeah. I mean, what do I say? I'm intrigued. I'll give them credit.
Wow, you're intrigued?
I'm intrigued because it can't get that much worse, right?
I'm intrigued.
Have we I don't think we've hit rock bottom yet.
No, it's chapter 2.
Or chapter 2, yeah. But I'm trying to figure out.
It's not like super bad.
Yeah, but it's like just cringy enough where it's like it's still interesting to see where it might go. But it's also a little bit full of itself, too, which I think is...
well, okay, I don't agree that it's full of itself. I think it's telling you... That's the narrative point was to tell you this is not... Don't expect, like, literally everything. So, like, okay, if every single TV show had voiceover, and every single TV show had, like, an audience laugh track...
You just gave me chills.
I know, but that's because you're pretentious. But okay, every single TV show had a voiceover and a laugh track and had something, a plot point involved with misogyny.
Yeah.
The TV show, like hundreds of TV shows over the decades.
Yeah.
Were like that. And then one TV show shows up and says, we're not going to do voiceover. We're not going to do audience laugh tracks. And we're not going to have misogynistic plot points.
Okay, all right.
They maybe are able to have a point where they look into the camera and they go, we're not doing this. And I think that's what they're trying to do in this.
Okay.
Is every other in this genre does this very specific thing because that's what everybody likes to read.
Okay.
But they're not doing that. So to me, it feels more like... The narrative part of it does get me a little bit because I'm like, I know that that's bad writing. But
yeah.
I think it gets me in more of like your dungeon master is saying, okay, you're all at the tavern and Gobbledygook says you should go on the Trail of Tears. The actual Native American Trail of Tears.
Do you want to rephrase? Or do you want to leave that in, Sarah? Your call. I'm not.
You have to find the cave of frozen memories. And and you know, something like your DM says that, and then you're the character that goes, I want to see what's upstairs. And then he's like, fuck, I didn't make the upstairs. But he should have made the upstairs. You know?
That's true.
And so now he's got to fucking create the upstairs. I respect that person.
Okay.
That goes, I don't want to do that. I want to go outside.
Okay, then. All right. I can understand that then. All right.
It's a little disrespectful in a D&D thing because, like, he obviously wrote the whole thing about the Native American Trail of Tears and and the Cave of Frozen Memories.
I didn't realize that's where the trail went. Jesus.
Yeah, D&D is really racist.
Yeah, fucking apparently.
It really, yeah, nobody should play it.
And we're supposed to have a D&D podcast?
No, we don't. We never have.
Okay, good.
But because we're not racist.
But yeah, okay. I see where that's coming from then. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, man.
I'm interested to see where it goes, but I'm also like, why still have a transformation?
Yeah.
If, you know, the whole point is that you're good enough.
You know, it's giving me a little bit ironically, it's giving me Marmaduke vibes right now.
Because like what's going on?
Well, because it's literally we're already doing the makeover thing, right?
Yeah.
We're having that makeover plot point happen now. And I worry, I don't know if this is how it's going to go.
Yeah.
I worry that we're going to, it's the makeover. Now we're back to square one.
Right. That's what I worry about too.
You have your pilot.
Yeah.
But there's not really a lot of conflict. Because I'm trying to figure out, because like we've already had a change in perspective from characters.
Right.
So I'm trying to see.
Maybe in the next one it'll be
the guy's
perspective being like, oh, fuck, I fucked up.
And now he has to fly to DC.
Now he has the makeover. Yeah, I don't know. He has to change.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like
I don't know. I think it's good that there's a lot of different ways this could go. I hope it's a good one.
Yes, me too.
Just, a flip-flop of the actual stereotype that it's trying to
That would be
break.
Really funny if it was just
It was just that. It was just
but
Grease.
Everything the same.
Yeah. It just ends up being Grease.
Or more importantly, it ends up being Grease 2. Ooh.
Ooh.
That would be worse.
I think it would be really funny if at the end they were like, and they were dead the whole time.
It was all in the snow globe. God, that would suck.
Right, though? That'd be great.
Yeah, I am a little intrigued to see where it goes, though.
You're intrigued.
I'm intrigued. Give him credit, yeah.
All right, let me read a couple comments, and that'll be good.
All right, read a couple comments. I want to know, what are genuine reviewers saying?
Okay, I can't stay. I need a break. I'll stay with Connor, Claudia, and Elliot, and then I'll come back. And then 3 comments saying Connor is hot, which I assume is from...
the photos?
Yeah.
I don't
know how he's different.
I don't want
from this guy.
They're
the same.
They are the same, and I don't want. I'll tell you.
That's definitely a teen, for sure. So I don't feel like
I have no place in saying this. I want to state for the record.
We got a comment that's reported as offensive and is under review. Okay, so this is, now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I ran away wallowing in self-pity, felling pathetic, like I didn't deserve a mate, and that I'm going to change and get him back. But you are so wrong.
So actually, this is my comment because I was typing it out.
This is your comment? Okay, this is Josh's comment that got reported.
No, I'm joking.
This is Josh's comment that got reported.
Isn't.
Yes, stay your sarcastic bitch-ass self. I don't think that's very offensive. But that got reported as offensive.
I can see why that was. I mean, I guess because...
But I feel like bitch ass is like, yeah.
Who said it? That's my... I guess, yeah, I need to know the...
Shady 01.
Yeah, that sounds shady to me, so now I don't...
And they got an anime woman profile pic. Like a dom. I don't know.
We've entered a world of pain. Jesus. Is that... I mean, maybe it should be reported. I don't know.
Boss bitch, okay. Just took a DNA test. Turns out she's 100% that bitch. Badass? Check. These are all comments. Okay, and this is on the paragraph that says, all right, you will call at least once a week and you'll come back, Dad says sternly. Somebody said, once a week? My parents would call me 3 times daily. And then somebody replied to that, imagine getting called by your parents. Mine only talk to me when they need something.
Sad shit.
Sad times in here.
Okay, wow.
Sad times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so this is when the plane arrives at the airport in Washington, D.C., I grab my 1 suitcase and walk out to where people are waiting for the passengers, and these are the comments, okay? I live in Virginia, so close to D.C. I live in Florida, and that's 816 miles away from D.C., so like 1.46 hours away in one plane, of course.
I love that comment.
Dude, you're just going into comments and being like, seeing people be like, oh, I'm from Alabama.
I'm from Florida. It's exactly 17,000.
So funny. Oh my God, I'm going there in July. Hey, DC, lol. Woohoo, Virginia.
Y'all are a little too crazy about states and cities. Jesus.
Okay, this is for the paragraph. Hey, Claude.
What possible thing could you say? I'm so curious. I'm so ready.
Her name reminds me of Claudia from Monster High XD. Okay. Okay. I have a friend named Claude, but we all call him Claude, as in Dirt Claude. And then there's a reply. It's a bunch of emojis.
Why are you shocked? Why are you scared of that? What?
Shocked, scared, laughing, and then laughing, crying, and then there's a comma and before all those. That's my friend's name, except it's Claude.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like there is too much information on the internet. You feel me?
Okay, this is for the sentence con.
Okay.
I'm sorry I'm ignoring you. There's just so many.
How many more are you going to do?
I don't know, but they're all good. That's the problem. Okay, skull crying emoji. That's one.
Okay.
Condom. I thought she was stuttering at first. I live in a city named Con. I love to call my brother Connor Con now. LMAO, that's funny. LMAO. I only thought of VidCon. Oh my fucking god, I'm not even kidding, but that's what I call my GBF Connor.
What is going on? And I'm losing brain cells right now, Sarah. I'm losing my ability to converse with every comment.
Yeah, so there are more. This is the sentence. Ellie, I yell. Liat from Dune? Elliot from Open Season? Bruh, me too. Everybody calls me Ellie, but my real name is Elizabeth. Should I be offended that it is a guy's nickname or not? No, your name is very pretty.
How bad?
We got another comment that's under review. This is why you look at them.
Okay.
This is why you look at it. It's from the same person.
Oh, God. Oh, no. So now we'll actually have more context on the first comment to see if is it a good or bad? Okay.
I don't know. I can't tell still. Fine, we'll help you change, they all say. Girl, I said stay the sarcastic bitch ass that you a change of wardrobe, but not the personality, please. I can't even understand. But
no one know in this. The writer doesn't know how to write. The commenters don't know how to write.
Another comment. And girl said she didn't want to change. Well, to be fair, she said that she didn't want to change for him. That's an actual analysis of the story.
That's a good analysis, actually. Finally. It took 20 comments to get there.
This is just a sentence where she's asking Claude if she could help her with hair, makeup, and clothes. I'm getting sick. This is so blunt. It's like an emoji guy. Little face.
What? I can't. I don't know how many more of these I can handle.
Too bad, man. It's part of my
I gotta pee.
Too bad.
I can just go pee and then while you.
Okay. Okay, and you two, I turned to Connor and Elliot. Fitness. And then all caps. Yes, then you can go finesse them all. Ha 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 ha. And then another comment that has 4 replies. Weirdly enough, find this cringy.
Someone's about to start some drama. Jeez, okay.
All 4 comments. I know, right? Me too. Same, but okay, same. Okay, and one last comment, all right?
Okay, all right.
Oh my god, fat phobia. Trigger warning, fat phobia.
Oh, no.
The last comment, one comment.
Okay, all right, okay. I'm gonna piss myself. Sarah, please.
So I was thinking that while you're with us, that you could grow your hair out so it's longer, and when we go shopping, we'll get your entirely new wardrobe and some stuff from the body shop as well. One comment, last comment. She should get in shape, then go shopping.
Just had to end on a banger. Just had to.
Wow. No more comments after that.
No more comments after
we
that
were all
one.
too stunned to speak.
This is what happens when you fly too close to the sun, Sarah. Sometimes you get the one horrible comment that railroad stops. It's like getting.
That one wasn't reported as offensive.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Wattpad's like, nah. Actually, obesity is an epidemic in America. So we here at Wattpad are teaming up with the American Heart Association to let those comments slide.
Just to let them slide.
Just let them slide.
Not to respond or do anything.
We actually ban people that report those comments because they're doing a public health disservice.
That sounds like what the American Heart Association would do instead of actually make healthy food cheaper and more accessible. They would go to Wattpad and make sure all the fat phobic comments are
and meanwhile,
A-okay.
Meanwhile, Coca-Cola is like giving them money, like just keep doing it. Just keep shame them. Shame them. Can't fucking touch me.
Fucking yeah, man.
Yeah. So you're excited for more? You're excited for more?
I'm excited because now the audience is turning on the story because
A
they're
little
like,
bit.
why are you changing? I thought you weren't going to change.
So that's the whole point. But that's like the weirdest. But like that's what a
That
story's
was our
about.
criticism too, though, was, well, you weren't going to change for this guy. Why are you changing?
Oh yeah, true. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe
I can't
that's
wait.
the conflict.
I hope it's the guy becomes like a crazy person now.
And just murders her, and that's the end of the story.
Yeah, it's a 3-chapter story.
Right? It's not. It's 30.
Not even a 10th of the way there.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to work out first and then buy new clothes.
Jesus Christ.
So fucking.
We're
getting down to it now. We're getting in the mud.
I wonder if that's why she made a really big effort to say that this character doesn't have that many nice clothes. Because I was like, why do you keep harping on this as I was reading it? And I'm like, maybe they just want to cut the fat phobia down.
Oh yeah. Maybe? I don't
Like they foresaw this and they're ninja writing it. Maybe they're actually
they're
best
playing 4D
writer
chess, yeah,
ever.
and like
Yeah.
God.
Damn.
But now it's red, so it's red story time.
It's red story time.
And Sarah, do
baby.
you have a story for us? You have a story to tell?
Yeah.
You got so many stories tonight.
That's what we do here.
Okay.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, is what we do here?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Can you say that into the
That's what we do here.
Okay, thank you.
That's what we do is Josh tells me what to do.
Yeah, I'm the fucking puppet master, dude. I'm playing 5D chess.
Josh tells me what to do. Everything that I say, Josh actually.
I'm typing it out right now. Hold
It's
on.
scripted.
Yeah, okay, so hold on. I'm sending you your new lines right now.
So this Reddit story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Saying That My... look at the... Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, okay, I'll stop. All right, you're ready. You're
That's
good.
a complicated bit.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a Reddit story. Am I the asshole for saying my friend looks ugly in clothes? I mean, probably, right?
What are the clothes?
I don't think that's the point. I don't think that's the point at all.
Maybe that is, though. What are the odds?
The title does hint that it's just clothes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So is it okay? I know it's meant to. It's implying all clothing, but it would be really funny if it's just like.
It would be crazy if it was all clothing. That's what happens. Yeah. Okay.
This is a very complicated way to just say. I just want to see you naked.
No, it's a really complicated way of saying I think you're fat and ugly.
Oh shit!
That's
okay,
actually
all right.
what it is.
Okay.
Me, 17 female, and Abby, 16 female, were shopping for back-to-school clothing. Abby was usually always a goth, but she wants to try something different this year and be more casual. I'll admit it's very weird to see her be anything but a goth, so I was like, whatever.
Get back
Abby
in your
is...
fucking place, goth.
That's so weird. Usually goths are told to dress normal.
Yeah, and like one goth is like, I'm gonna dress
Actually,
normally
you know
for
what?
myself,
I'm going to try to dress normal.
and this person's like
Fuck you.
I'm gonna fucking kill you if you wear anything that's not black or gray.
Just black.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck goths wear.
Also, Abby's a bit chubby. So some clothes make her fat more visible. Oh no! Really? She can't show fat fat. No, nobody's allowed. The law says that we're not allowed to see anybody's fat. Oh my God. Anyway, Abby and I were shopping at Old Navy. She picked up a couple of t-shirts, jackets, and jeans. We would go to the fitting room and she would ask my honest opinion. And I would tell her every choice was just ugly on her.
Ooh.
Because it did not fit her body type. She got visibly upset, but she didn't argue with me because she was the one who asked. Get it, sister, I guess. Is that what you want us
Go
to
off,
fucking
queen.
say?
Yeah, what? Like, Jesus.
She eventually asked me what she would look good in. Smart girl. I told her she wouldn't look good in any clothing at the store, to go find more goth clothing instead of this phase she's in.
How is this the phase?
I know, right?
Do you think being goth is going to be the... I mean, it could be, but I think
yeah,
most...
no,
but
there
I think,
are people that
but
do
I
that.
think most people, like, they have it... They see it as the goth
sometimes,
phase.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Usually that's the stereotype.
That's the stereotype,
Like, it's
yeah.
not a phase, mom, and then 20 years later you're rushing a sorority. You know?
Yeah,
like,
right,
fucking,
yeah. So, like, yeah.
I just want her to be herself. Okay. But she kept denying it. Eventually we got some clothes for me and we went home. She sent me a text saying she doesn't know if she wants to be friends anymore, considering how disinterested in her I seem to be.
I mean, yeah, because, you know, and then because you still got clothes at the end of the day.
Yeah, like, it's so weird. I don't know
After
why.
shitting on, yeah.
I don't know why that's the twist of the knife, is that you still bought clothes, but you told her that no clothes would look good on her because she's too fat.
Yeah, and then you were like, oh, these look good on me.
Yeah, so I can shop here, but
I can
you
keep shopping.
can't.
Yeah. This Old Navy is not for you.
Okay.
You can't go to Old Navy. Imagine that's the store you're gonna fucking gatekeep. Old Navy.
It's just weird.
It's weird.
It's just
yeah.
strange behavior. But I told her that I just want her to be herself. Am I the asshole here?
Yes, because you didn't let her be yourself. You
You're
fucking idiot.
Crazy person.
That's dumb. What the fuck?
All right, this is the comment from Am I the Devil? This posted on, correction. The quote from the thing. I just want her to be herself. Correction. I just want her to stay in the fat goth box I've shoved her into.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Yep. How many times did she bring up her fatness? My dude, she knows. She asked you along because she, like many of us, doesn't know how to size herself. Way to miss the point. I wouldn't be your friend either.
Yeah, God.
That person had called the person he, and then a comment underneath said her. Original OP is also a teenage girl. And then that guy goes, do you think my point misses its mark if I had said she? And I was like, I don't.
That's a weird response to being corrected on someone's pronouns.
It's funny because now this subreddit, I'm looking at it as like a bunch of people being angry, yelling at each other sometimes.
Yeah, like
hating on one person.
Yeah, they have too much anger to go on to just laser focus it. Interesting.
Yeah,
weird.
I as somebody who wanted to be a goth and was also a fat teen at 16, I wonder if she wants to find normal clothing. Because it's honestly hard. It's hard to be. Most goth clothing is not very size inclusive. Like stores that are like for goths are not very. It's just like corsets. You only go up to a certain size.
Yeah,
or
true.
like finding goth clothing is already expensive.
Yeah,
and usually to make clothing that's like as intricate as what goths usually are proud to wear, instead of just wearing an all black outfit, which is what I would do. And I don't think anybody would call me a goth.
Yeah,
because they were just like, Sarah just wears black all the time. I don't think they identified me as a goth. Yeah,
I get that.
But to get that goth look, you gotta like sew. You have to like pick up a skill. And it's hard to do. And that's why I always respect like people that I see that have an alternative look, because it's very hard, especially if you're a bigger person too. So I wonder if she was just like, I want to go to fucking Old Navy, which is where I went to go shop to get like jeans and shirts and stuff, because they're not too size and I think they are a little bit size inclusive, but like for like not on the bigger end, you know?
I get you.
Like, I don't know. I think they go up to like 3x, 4x maybe. But that's still more inclusive than the people that only go up to 2x. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
So, that's probably why. And then you sat there and said, actually, you're too fat to make the clothes look good.
Yeah.
Because you just wanted to be an evil little bastard.
Yeah.
I guess. You just wanted to absolutely ruin your friend's life.
That's how it be sometimes, you know?
And thank God she was strong enough to be like, hey, I think you suck.
Yeah, and I don't want to be your friend
suck.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryce, that's good.
Yeah.
Damn. What an asshole. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Y'all ready?
Yep.
I'm not. So actually, fun fact that you said this one was also on Am I the Devil?
Yeah, it was.
I did not look on Am I the Devil. This is one of the more popular stories.
Yeah, I read a title of like, am I the asshole for complaining about my wife eating soup? And I was like, what?
Yeah, so I got you. Don't worry.
I didn't read it though.
Yeah, so this has 6 rewards.
Wow. Okay. Maybe they're not the devil.
Maybe we So here we go, everybody.
Yeah.
From Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife it's ridiculous to cry over soup? My wife is 4 months pregnant with our 5th child.
You're the asshole. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. Are you kidding me? Wait, so say that entire sentence again.
My wife is 4 months pregnant with our 5th child.
You're the asshole. If you do anything to upset her, if you're mean to her in any way,
yeah,
you're the asshole.
I will say in the top comment, this is the only quoted portion of the thing where they say you're the asshole. But okay, let's continue.
This is what hashtag Momlife Comics makes her comics for. Is this wife?
Yeah, this is actually a real deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a 7-year-old girl, 6-year-old girl, 4-year-old boy, and a 2-year-old boy now. Since childcare is so expensive, she has been staying home. Money is tight right now and her car broke down, so we have been relying on mine. She texted me and told me she was craving a particular can of soup, so I bought it and brought it home. She placed it on the counter and said she would make it after she gave the kids a bath. While she was upstairs, my dad came over and mentioned he was hungry, so I told him to help himself to anything in the kitchen as we had made dinner shortly before. Well, he ended up leaving to go home and my wife came downstairs and I heard her frantically searching for something. I asked what she was doing and she was looking for the soup she left out. I told her I haven't seen it and that my dad came over, but he doesn't usually eat canned foods. Sorry, but
no, you're fine.
I called him and he admitted he did in fact take it and that he was sorry because he was unaware she was saving it.
Yeah, because you didn't say.
You didn't say anything.
This
you
is
said
completely your fault.
Yeah. When I told her that she started sobbing and saying, quote, she can never have one thing in this house and how bad she was craving it and wanting it so bad. She cried for almost an hour over it. Later, I told her that she was being ridiculous and that she was an adult and crying over something as stupid as a can of soup was for children. She told me I didn't understand that she's feeling very emotional lately and stressed. I talked to my mom, who told me I needed to give her grace and that my words were very a-hole-ish.
Yes.
Am I the asshole?
No, your mom is correct. Your dad is correct. Everyone in this scenario is correct other than you. You probably don't even appreciate her in other ways. You couldn't have the wherewithal to think, oh, you know, my wife begged me for this fucking can of soup all goddamn day. Is there an extra part?
There is an edit, actually.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to finish my sentence and then you'll read
There
your...
you go, yeah.
You know, my wife begged me for soup all goddamn day. Then my dad showed up to like eat a meal at my house and then leave, which is so funny. It's such dad behavior. I couldn't, take a little bit to be like, oh, hey, by the way, don't eat that soup that's left out.
Yeah.
And dad's a little bit an asshole to see like, oh, look, it's there for me.
It's mine.
It's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's a trend in your family.
Yeah. So this is interesting because I think this is an edit made explicitly for damage control.
That's
so
normal.
Yeah. So here we go. Edit. When I leave work, I'm going to buy her all the vegetable soup they have in stock. Also, when I say money is tight, I don't mean that we are struggling to survive. We took out a loan to build 3 extra bedrooms onto our home.
Her car broke down about 2 months ago. I do leave her the car if she needs to take our daughter and son to their therapy appointments or if she wants to go somewhere. I was also outside building when my dad popped over. He stops by to see if I need help building the rooms. My wife was upstairs for a while doing our bedtime routine, so they didn't see each other. I'll apologize and do the bedtime routine tonight and pick out the scariest shark movie I can find. She loves Jaw movies, so we'll spend more time together. I do love my wife, even if it doesn't appear that way. Also, yes, we have 5 kids, but she wanted a big family. I wanted 3, she wanted 4. I was an only child and she came from a big family. We had 4. She had a Morenian and went through her uterus. We found out about this baby at the same time. We both agreed we wanted this child. She told the doctor the same day that after delivery, she wants her tubes tied. We aren't struggling to survive. We have food, shelter, clothes, and occasionally we go out to dinner and take the kids to fun places. The only issue is childcare because it's cheaper for her to stay home, and she asked me if it would be okay until our youngest goes to preschool. We may have a lot of kids, but we do take care of them. I work long hours at 2 jobs, so I'm pretty exhausted when I come home. Plus, I'm building rooms for my children. I do help with my children. I love my family. And that's the end of the edit. How much of that? Yeah, that's...
I fear that he's not taking accountability for what he did.
He's doing a lot. It's a lot of excuses, I feel like.
If it's an honest mistake, it's an honest mistake. It's still a mistake.
Yeah.
Nobody else in the world can say, oh, I was really tired. Don't be mad at me. And then their boss goes, okay.
Yeah, and also your wife is literally still pregnant and you're the one complaining about
decided.
I mean, yeah.
You, of sound mind, decided to go to your wife who was crying and said, you're being ridiculous.
That's the really shitty thing here.
You should think about that.
That happened for over an hour. You had plenty of time to think about it. That's the real issue here.
People calling you an asshole on the internet doesn't condemn you as an asshole forever unless you're a fucking main character on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the main character today.
Yeah,
but
this is a Reddit post. You can take that as, all right, I was being an asshole. I'll go apologize to my wife, which is good. You're going to go do that. Great.
Yeah.
Buying every vegetable soup in the kitchen seems like a sarcastic, like, oh, you want vegetable soup? You want it so bad? Well, I'll just buy every single fucking one of them so that you can have it.
Walmart. So
that's not the soup wasn't the problem. The problem was that you didn't honor your wife. You forgot to cherish her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, kind of missing the problem.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I feel like you still don't understand.
Yeah,
you're complaining like I'm tired too. Nobody cares that you're tired.
Listen,
no, you don't care that your wife is tired.
That's
Why
the
do
problem.
we give a shit that you're tired? You put the building of the rooms on yourself.
Yeah.
So now you have to do that. And then your dad came over and was like, hey, can I eat all your food? And then you were like, yeah, totally, Dad. Everything's fine. That's not a problem.
Without saying it, just assuming that your dad's not going to eat the one thing.
You could be like, check with my wife.
Yeah.
Less problematic.
There's a lot of things that could have been done to prevent this and a lot of things that could have been done to not.
And they didn't happen and whatever. It's in the past now, but you still have to apologize. You can't just move on and be like, everything's fine. That's
ridiculous.
How you lose your wife.
Yeah. And your 5 kids.
Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine being fucking child support for 5 children. Holy shit. You could be dead. You got a loan on a house. If you gotta be nice to your wife, man. You put yourself in a situation where you need to keep your wife. If she could get the house of the 3 rooms that you built.
Yeah.
Take all your kids. You can't even see them. Living out of a Motel 6 downtown. Then you're eating cans of soup in your Motel 6 because you're fucking destitute.
And your dad's going to come and eat all those.
Your dad's going to show up and be like, hey, you got any soup?
You got any soup? I love soup.
I just love eating soup.
God, that's wild. First sentence. My wife is pregnant. Child.
Yeah, you're the asshole for sure. Yes, anything that you do. Yeah. That's the whole point.
That's what you signed
being
up.
Pregnant is you can't do anything wrong. Unless it's abuse. But she didn't abuse you by wanting soup.
Yeah, don't smoke, don't drink. Yeah. Those are the only things you don't have to do. You shouldn't do while pregnant.
You deserve to have everything else.
Yeah.
Don't murder. I don't know.
They'll murder, yeah.
The regular stuff.
There's some other, the regular stuff.
The regular things.
But then also no drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that's wild.
That's amazing.
What a
fucking time, man.
What a time, yeah.
What a time to be alive.
And it's also time for ads.
Ooh.
I'm more excited. We got big coffee. Yeah. Parentheses. Ooh-wooing for.
Ooh-wooing for ads. Funny idea for the ads.
Yeah, okay.
Funny ideas. You start.
Yeah.
And then I'll go get a Dr. Pepper. Right? And then as you're doing it, I'll come in and I'll open the Dr. Pepper and I'll be like, yeah, to everything he said.
Okay, yeah, do it. Yeah, no, it's fine. And I'll put this in so people know that you're going to get Dr. Pepper.
Cool.
All right, so go get your Dr. Pepper and I'll do the ads.
All right.
Okay.
Goodbye.
If you're enjoying this podcast so far, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube and rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also, if you want to support the podcast financially, there's 2 ways you can do it. The main way to do it is through Patreon at patreon.com/APWSTR. For at least $1 a month, you will get exclusive content and ad-free episodes early. And if you're at $5 or more, we'll put you at the end of the what's it called? Not ads. What do? We put them at the end of the video podcast, right? Yeah. And in the name of the description. Sarah's back with her Dr. Pepper.
Sorry. Oops. Yeah, isn't this funny?
Yeah, it's really funny, yeah. What's the punchline?
That I don't care.
Fucking got on me.
Yeah, that's because I'm cool.
And if you want to support us with a one-time donation, you can go over to buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR and we'll read whatever your coffees are.
Do you have any coffees today,
We
Josh?
actually do. We got one after recording last week, and I forgot to message them on Buy Me Coffee and saying that we appreciated it. But here we are. We do have one coffee. They did not leave a message, but I do want to shout them out. This coffee, we got 40 coffees.
Oh, yeah, we did. That was crazy.
We got 40 coffees.
That was a lot of money.
And it was from Laura. So thank you, Laura, for the 40 coffees.
Thank you.
So actually, we're planning on getting some new equipment soon, and that actually kind of brought us really close to it.
Yeah, legitimately,
we're saving up like a specific portion of our money for it.
For a super secret special thing.
Thank you very much. We do appreciate the support. We have a monthly goal, I think, of about 150 total. Not coffees. That would be crazy. But
that would be insane, guys.
Yeah, but I think it's like 50 coffees is our monthly goal usually. So,
oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. But if you guys want to support that way, we'll read whatever you say as long as it's not racist or homophobic.
You mean $50?
No, 50 coffees.
Isn't
times
that
3.
150?
Yeah.
That's that, but that is what you said.
I meant $150 instead of 150 coffees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
I think $150 is crazy.
It is crazy. But we appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it though.
But yeah, patreon.com/APWSTR and buymecoffee.com/APWSTR. APR. NPR.
What is the APR for within a bank or a credit card? 20% APR.
Back to the show.
$300 down, 0% APR.
Back to the show. I'm hitting the purple button. I'm going to hit the purple button.
After that, it's like 60% APR.
It's listener story time.
Ooh, baby, it's time for the part where everybody watches it.
They watch the Reddit part, I think. I don't know. I haven't looked at analytics.
Yeah. We don't even know.
I don't fucking look at those numbers anymore.
God fucking damn it.
I just see dollar signs, baby. But yeah, okay. So welcome to the listener story segment. We've got 4 stories each. I have not looked at any of them, not even the titles. I don't even know what trigger warnings are going to be here, so I'm curious.
Fucking same, baby. Are you ready for mine?
I'm ready. Hold on. Okay.
Ooh, that was good too. We got some wet ones.
Yeah, we're in the splash zone. SeaWorld.
I'm not bringing up any fucking theme parks ever again.
Okay, fine.
I fucking said that SeaWorld abused their animals, and somebody was like, get your fucking facts straight. No, they don't. And I was like, do you not remember the like 10 years where they totally did?
Christ.
Anyway, I'll get my fucking facts straight next time. Not this time, but next time.
Not this time. Next time.
All right. Am I the asshole for... Nope, never mind. This is from anonymous she, her. Am I the asshole for not wanting to tell my mom what I talked to my therapist about?
No.
All right, next one.
But okay, I know.
All right. I, 15 female, live with my dad, 38 male. I love being with my dad and spending time with him. However, I can't say the same with my mom.
Ooh, okay.
My parents met.
I did not mean for that. My hands were like this whole time. I'm sorry.
I interrupt you.
Wow. All right, fine. Okay, no, fine. No, keep going. No, it's fine.
I'll start over.
Yeah, you can actually. That'll be helpful. Thank you.
I, 15 female, live with my dad, 38 male. I love being with my dad and spending time with him. However, I can't say the same with my mom. My parents met in the military, fell in love, then had me, but then got divorced after. Since then, my mom hasn't really been the best, both mentally and physically. I feel bad for her, and I do love her, but sometimes she can be a bit much.
Okay.
Just a few years ago, I got diagnosed with depression, anxiety disorder, PTSD, and anorexia. Oh my God.
Okay, shit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
So in the end, I started seeing a therapist. They were sweet and kind, and I grew a mutual bond to them. Still to this day, I see them for check-ins. But this is where the problem started. Just about 2 weeks ago, I had my weekly check-in with my therapist. It was online since I was visiting my mom's house, but the thing I found odd was that my mom wanted to sit in during my therapy. Weird.
That's very weird. Yeah, that's a little intrusive.
I asked her if she could leave the room because I wanted privacy, but she responded with, "I am your mother. I should be able to hear what you're saying." No.
Nope.
When it's therapy, that's not.
Yeah, that's not how anything of this works. Yeah.
And also, like, you're 50. You deserve some privacy.
Yeah.
You're fucking.
Yeah, you're still.
I think you're a person.
Yeah, you're a
deserve
person.
privacy.
Yeah. Jesus.
I argued that I didn't sit in during her therapy sessions, so why should she have to sit through mine?
True.
Dude, I have like a encyclopedia of responses that my mother would. We are not the same. Like it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Born different.
Yeah. Or just,
Built
I am
different.
the adult and you will always be the child. Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
As usual, when she gets mad, she storms out of the room. I don't know whether to feel relieved or worried about what might happen after my session. What a relatable mood. Later on that day, she seemed fine, but then just last week, she was nailing me down about what I was talking to my therapist about. I told her it was none of her business because it was very personal and private. She just sat quietly. Just the other day, I found out that she was trying to talk to my counselor to figure out what I was saying to them. Then talked to my dad and my aunts to see if I told them what I was talking about. Okay. My dad is on my side about it, but my aunts seem to be taking my mom's side and are calling me a disrespectful brat.
Yo, fuck them. Holy shit.
I don't know what to do. Do I just tell my mom or should I just keep quiet? No.
And
I'm glad you didn't put it in there too.
Oh, yeah.
What you were talking to your therapist about?
Because
because you don't need to say that to anyone.
Yeah, you don't say that's your fucking bit. That's
your stuff.
That's your private shit. You keep that shit private to yourself. Yeah.
You decide when you tell that to anybody or if you ever
want to. Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah, you're not beholden to anybody to tell anyone what you say to your therapist. That's meant to stay between you and your therapist. If you choose that to have that, yeah, I mean that, okay, if your therapist isn't allowed to tell anyone else what you two talked about, you don't have to tell anyone else what you two talk about if you don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't just true about therapy; it's about fucking everything. Like, you set a boundary with your mom. That's at the base level. You set a boundary with your mom, and your mom threw a fucking hissy fit because toxic people throw hissy fits when they have boundaries set with them.
Yeah.
And I think probably what it is she thinks that you're talking to your therapist about her. And because you've been diagnosed with anxiety, PTSD, depression, and anorexia, she's doing the mom thing where she's worried that she's the one that caused blah, blah, blah. Because, and I don't have any fucking sympathy. I don't have any goddamn sympathy. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It does matter to you, but like children aren't born with these issues.
Yeah, no, this is a cause of your environment. Like
something happens that causes them to have these issues. The healthy thing to do is to be somebody that your child can openly talk to you about, especially if you've hurt them.
Yeah.
But the problem with hurting people is that fucking, oh my God, my fucking Discord is going crazy.
It's popular.
The problem with hurting people is that you don't get to decide when the hurt person that you hurt is going to speak to you. You don't get to decide that because you did the hurting. And they
true.
were
Yeah.
the hurt. So now they get the thing that you gave them, trauma or whatever, bad feelings. They have to deal with that. You gave them work to do. And now they have to deal with that. And you wanting to not feel like a bad person and go to that person and be like, hey, fucking, tell me what you talk about with your therapist. I have to know. I'm going to call your dad. I'm going to call your aunts. I'm going to ask everybody if you ever tell them ever. Is just making it bigger.
Yeah, right. So like,
and the fact that she doesn't understand that is very telling.
Yeah.
Even if she didn't do anything to you. Because there's nothing in the story that you sent us that indicates that she has. Other than that she's being fucking crazy.
She's yeah, so that's like yeah, this just the response alone is like
you
raising
know
an
something.
eyebrow. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like what's up?
But like, yeah, you know, like even if it's not the it's really telling that it does. You're right. It does seem like the mom is like worried that like she's getting dissed on in a therapy session. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
And then that could be like a bunch of different shit, like, you know, with custody and stuff. Like if you say like, oh yeah, I had this problem with dad, but now we're all cool and we just talk about it through therapy. Your mom can take that and be like, ooh, her dad did this, and go to fucking and fuck up your whole life.
So yeah, do not tell your mom anything.
Especially the way that she's acting about it now. She's not acting like somebody you should trust.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you shouldn't.
And it's hard when her sisters
are also
your aunts are
being like
pieces of shit.
Oh yeah, you should tell her.
What the fuck? It's disrespect. It's
fucking awful.
There are people out there who shouldn't be parents, and those are the type of people that think that children don't have any boundaries.
Yeah.
Are not allowed to have privacy or boundaries. And I'm sorry that they are.
I'm sorry too. Yeah, no, it's fucked up. You deserve privacy. You deserve rights.
But you're smart as fuck.
Yeah.
For not telling her.
Exactly. Do not ever plead the fifth.
Yeah, continue to reinforce that boundary for sure. Tell your dad that your mom is being fucking crazy and you don't want her to know.
Yeah.
Don't tell your dad your trauma either, unless you want to.
Where the fuck is it? Here we are. Okay, cool. This comes to us from Anonymous. He, him. Am I the asshole for exposing creepy people on my Instagram? Trigger warning, sexual harassment. So I'm a furry on the internet. I make content on TikTok at conventions, and I have a pretty decent following considering I just started the account a couple months ago. I've always worn shorts on my account. I've never seen a problem with them because they're shorts.
Yeah, they're just shorts.
Yeah. But it seems to gain a lot of creepy people's interest, specifically old cishet men.
Oh, of course.
I get DMs almost daily from old men asking me for pics. Mind you, I'm a freshman in high school.
Oh, no.
God. I always refuse and tell them how old I am, but that never seems to scare them off.
Oh, my God.
They always just tell me that I look older.
Oh, no.
Although I might look older, that doesn't give them an excuse to message me and say the most horrendous and detailed things about how they will find me and essay me on the streets. So I post what they say to me plus their username on my Instagram and tell people to look out for them and block them. That's the right thing. Yeah, because they're
a weapon.
Yeah,
amazing.
You're getting pedophiles. You're calling out pedophiles. Yeah,
that's
Jesus.
A pedophile.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have so much respect for you.
Yeah, I've been told countless times that it's not necessary to do that and ruin their online lives. But I really don't care what they think. Sometimes I feel bad, but I just have to think about all of the children that they could be taking advantage of, and I feel better about leaking their private information. Smiley face. And that's the end of the story.
I love you.
Yeah, no, you're doing the right thing. I mean, yeah, they're pedophiles.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, if you want to just double down on the badassery, when people are like, this really isn't necessary, just be like, okay, pedophile.
Yeah.
You are also a pedophile. All right. No. Yeah. You're pro pedophile rights, I guess. That's what you are. I can take a screenshot of you and post to you also.
Yeah. Like Jesus.
Maybe we shouldn't be so soft on the pedophiles, guys.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
40-year-old man.
You shouldn't be in that position. You should be able to be a freshman in high school, wear shorts, and not have creepy older men who know that it's wrong to go into a child's DMs and say, oh, send me a photo of your butt, baby. And then you say, no, I'm 12. And they say, you look so much older. You look like 13.
You're so mature for your age. Yeah, right.
They don't care. They don't actually think that you're mature for your age or that you're older or that you even look older. You probably look like a child because you are a child. And
yeah,
you're doing a fucking amazing thing. You had the perfect reaction to the things happening to you. And that is, I mean, it's fucked up. The messages that you're getting.
I think. It's absolutely fucked up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And anybody that's like, you're going to ruin his life. Good. He's a pedophile. He's just, if you didn't do that, he would go into somebody else's DM.
Yeah, literally. And just, yeah. You're telling people to block a pedophile. I don't see any issue with this.
I don't know. And you don't have to do this either, you know?
Yeah, you don't have to, but
it's not on you. It's on them to not be pedophiles, but it's also not. That's the whole point.
Yeah. That's
the person saying, like, oh, don't give them a little privacy, you know? Well, don't do that. That's doxing. Good. Dox pedophiles. You should dox pedophiles, I think. That's what I think. I don't know. I think if it's a hard stance to be against. Where do we draw the line? At pedophiles. The line is at we should dox pedophiles.
Yeah.
And that's it. Pedophiles and Nazis, maybe.
God.
That's a pretty stark line for me.
Solved it. I actually got you solved it for the other one, too.
Oh, two solved it.
Yeah, 2 solved it.
Too fast, 2 solved it.
All right, now you're good. To start your next story.
All right, are you fucking ready?
Yes.
This is from Pansexual Pizza Pirate. He, they.
Cool.
Am I the asshole for taking my shirt off at a party? Yes. No, I'm joking. I don't know.
That's the funeral party.
Woo! Everybody get crazy.
Cannonball.
Let's all remember Barbara.
God.
All right. Okay.
All right.
This happened a while ago, and I have since broken up with this person.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay. At the time, I felt like an asshole, but now I am not so sure if I was in the wrong or if it was more of his manipulative bullshit.
Ooh, okay.
I, currently 30 AFAB non-binary, and my ex, currently 26 male, began dating about 4 years back. When we met, he told me how he used to be very self-conscious about his body, but that changed when he met a nudist group when on vacation. They taught him that all bodies are beautiful, regardless of shape, size, scars, etc.
Based on red pilled, but all right.
It is based. He asked me how I felt about that kind of lifestyle. I said I had never experienced that before, but I loved the message and would love to give it a try. Over the next few years, we went to different nudist groups, retreats, spas, etc.
So this guy's a nudist and he got mad at you for...
We don't know yet.
Okay, all right, okay. But
we don't know.
All right, okay, all right.
In 2018, we moved to a college town. We became a part of a new body positive / nudist group led by a guy we'll call Z. Z was a textbook hippie and super friendly.
Hell yeah.
He'd give you the shirt off his back if he ever wore one. That's a good
one, yeah.
My ex and I really liked him. Z not only believed that all bodies are beautiful, but that all bodies should be treated equal regardless of sex and gender. AKA breasts shouldn't be sexualized, based, which my ex agreed with. We went over to his house a few times, and he warned us that his house was clothing optional, so not to be surprised if we see one of his roommates nude. About a year later, my ex and I had to become long distance temporarily. Z asked if I wanted to join his topless yoga group. It was outside on the college campus where you were allowed to be topless. I asked my ex, and he was okay with it.
Okay. All right, okay.
The contract has been signed.
Yeah.
One night, Z asked if I wanted to go to a party at his house. It wasn't a nudist event, just an end of summer bash. Z had a hot tub in his yard, maybe 100 feet from his house. I didn't think he was going to have the tub on, so I didn't bring a bathing suit. So Z just suggested that I take my clothes off. I left my underwear on and got in with Z and 2 guys I'd met earlier. I think they might have been a couple, but I don't want to assume.
Okay.
When I told my ex about this, he was furious with me. He compared me to a child.
What?
Strange.
Why are you thinking of children
being topless?
Topless, yeah.
I think he just maybe called him a child.
I don't know.
I don't know. then said I basically sexually assaulted everyone at the party. What a flip.
That's a pretty big flip.
That's
yeah,
a big
I was about
flip.
to say, giving all the context, yeah, that's a pretty fucking big flip.
Even though no one could see me other than the 3 guys. He said that no one consents to seeing my breasts. This especially hurt because I was coming to terms with my gender and wanted so badly for my body to not be thought of as feminine. My ex had a way of making me feel really bad about myself, so I just apologized and promised not to go to Z's house anymore. In hindsight, my ex was abusive, but was he right about this?
No.
Was I the asshole? Thanks for reading. I love the content.
Oh, thank you. No, you're not the asshole. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty big flip.
Honestly, I think, people with breasts should be able to take their shirts off at parties, just like people without breasts are able to do so.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And the contract was, this was... You were able to be shirtless before. I really don't.
Yeah, if he actually believed that it would be okay,
that it would have been okay.
Yeah, well, if he actually, sorry, I didn't say that right. If he actually believed that breasts shouldn't be sexualized, he wouldn't sexualize your breasts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you know,
and that's the kicker here is that that's how it's controlling.
Yeah,
is that everyone else's breasts are okay. Not yours, though. Those have to be secret. Those have to be...
Yeah, it would be totally different if there was a different boundary of, actually, no, I sexualize breasts, and I think you being topless around 3 dudes in a hot tub makes me really uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. Or you just being topless around men in general makes me really uncomfortable. That would be a different thing, and that would be just, you guys aren't compatible at that point. You just don't have the same opinion.
But if this guy already has a history of being abusive,
and he has also introduced you to the nudist colony,
literally
to the nudist lifestyle, agreed with this to probably get into it, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. It's just not.
Yeah, no, it's fucked. You can't be the asshole. He fucked around
and he found out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not the asshole.
And also, okay. I'm thinking okay, so he thinks about this in theory.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as charitable as I fucking can to this guy. He thinks about it in theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Breasts and not breasts, they should be the same. They shouldn't be sexualized. That makes total sense. I agree. And then this happens. The person that he's dating who has breasts takes off their shirt at a party with 3 other guys. And then gets those feelings of jealousy of, oh no, other men fucking saw my partner's breasts in public. The mature response is to be like, well, wait a minute, in the context, I need to think about this. And I need to tell my partner, actually, I'm not okay with that. Actually, I'm finding out that I do sexualize breasts and blah, blah, blah. And then you have a conversation. It's not, you sexually assaulted everybody, and you're a piece of shit, and you should feel bad about yourself. And I think of you as, I think of your body as feminine and sexual, and you need to shut the fuck up and cover up, bitch.
You're nothing but a piece of meat. Yeah,
that's not okay.
That's not okay at all.
No.
Jesus, yeah, no. That should not have been handled that way. Yeah.
No, it shouldn't.
Heist, man. Absolutely wild. Jesus.
I don't know. I don't think I would take off my shirt at a party, but it doesn't matter because I'm not you. And also, I just am a different person with different
you get
opinions.
to make your own decisions, and you were in a place that was comfortable with people being topless.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of listeners that might hear that and be like, yeah, of course it's, bad to show your breasts to other men who aren't your partner, And I'm like, I think you have to think about it in the context.
Yeah, in this context, no, you're not the asshole. No. Damn. Solved it, though. Solved it. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So, this next story comes to us from Anonymous. Any pronouns? I'm going to say they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like they.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for making up a game to deal with annoying people?
No, you're awesome.
Titled by Carly.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so here's my story. I guess it's an am I the asshole because I am a little lost if I was in the wrong here. To start off, it's important to know I've had major anger issues my whole life.
Okay.
It got really bad when I was in high school, and I even spent a little time in juvie after a fight.
Oh, wow.
I was definitely in the wrong there, but when I got out, my parents finally got me the psychological help I really needed, and I have made huge progress.
That's good.
I haven't been in a physical fight in years, and I'm not much better at simply not saying anything instead of being a bitch to people. A big hurdle for me was learning to deal with people who annoy me regularly, as it really builds up in me. I came up with a tactic that admittedly my therapist doesn't love, but has been working. I hadn't told anyone what it was until recently, and now I'm wondering if I'm the dick here. My friend group in college picked up a new girl about 6 months ago. She's not like a bad person or anything, but when I met her, I found her to be so annoying, and I could tell right away she was going to be a problem for me.
Oh, no.
The biggest thing she did that would make me oh so close to starting an argument is that if you complain about anything, she will one-up you to explain how she has it worse. I have 2 papers due tomorrow I have to work on. Oh, but she has 3. At first, I thought maybe she might be serious, but it became quickly apparent that she was, at best, exaggerating, and at worst, outright lying. It would make me so mad that it's a little hard to describe, and while I think her little act is wrong, I do understand that the vast majority of my anger was irrational and not her fault.
Right.
Not wanting to start fights or be a dick, I deployed my less than therapist-approved tactic and quickly found that I could stomach time with her way more easily. About a month ago, I was spending time with 2 other members of our friend group, and they started talking about how the new girl lies and exaggerated for attention, and how annoying it was. Thinking I was being helpful, I suggested they use the same tactic too.
I gotta know what the tactic is.
Now, the tactic doesn't sound good on paper, but when someone pisses me off regularly, I start making a game out of our conversations, mostly so I don't focus on something annoying me. For the new girl, the game was easy. Anytime we'd hang out, I'd complain about something specific just to see what she would come up with to one-up me. I made her lying fun to me instead of infuriating, and I figured it wasn't a big deal because at the end of the day, she doesn't know and I'm not yelling at her.
Oh my God, I've done this.
But when I told my friends about it, they both thought I was a huge dick. I mean, It's definitely not a nice thing to do, but it's the only way I can spend enough time with her to actually see how many good qualities. See her many good qualities. She's smart, resourceful, generally very willing to help others.
Oh.
I genuinely thought I was doing the best thing in that scenario because I do understand that the amount of anger I feel is nowhere near reasonable for the offense of being kind of annoying, and I didn't want to take it out on her, but now I'm not sure. Am I the asshole?
No, this is why people lie. This is like if you have a friend that's just like constantly lying and like you know that like they're not telling the truth. It's like for issues. It's like it's not because they're a bad person all the time. It's that they are legitimately just trying to figure their shit out. I have literally done this. I'm a person who grew up with a mom who had severe anger issues and therefore really liked it. I mean, I don't know if she liked it, but probably didn't. I don't know. I don't fucking know. She's crazy.
Yeah, I get you.
I had anger issues also in high school. And shortly after, because of all the fucking bullshit that I went through. And listen, man, there are gonna be people that you don't like. There are gonna be people. And it's not because they're bad people. It's because the way they talk annoys you. Whatever. It happens to everyone. You just, you figure out how to deal with them or you don't talk to them. And this is a part of you figuring out how to deal with them. Lying is maybe not the best way. And, whatever, but you don't know any other way to do it. So I wouldn't put that much blame on you, honestly.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah.
When the alternative is arguing and bringing back those anger issues,
Right. Like, that's the worst thing you could do is just give in to this issue that you have, which is anger issues.
The worst thing you do is like anytime she tries to one up you, just fucking
punch her in the face.
Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, no, I think if you're doing something that's not like violent and like really hurting someone, I can give it a pass. Like I mean, I don't
legitimately. I would derail conversations.
Yeah,
because I used to work with a bunch of people I hated really badly, and I would come up with strange sentences that I could put in the middle of a conversation so that they would go, what did you say? And then start talking about that. And then I would just double down and it would be really fun because then they would go crazy and they would start laughing and making fun of me or whatever. And I would just be like, yeah, that's who I am. Sure. I'm your little monkey. I'm your little joker. I'm dancing around. There you go. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, look at that. I have to go work, and then I would get out of the conversation. I didn't care about who they were as people, so you're probably better than me in that aspect. But, I would just...
Yeah.
They would be like, oh my God. It was a gossip problem with them. They would gossip constantly about other women.
Oh, yeah.
And that just irritated the fuck out of me. And I knew that I was... Because when you get irritated at people, you start having bad thoughts. And it's just not fun.
No, yeah, of course not.
It's not fun for the person that has anger issues or just has you don't want to be angry, but you can't help yourself from getting angry because you're like, I can't do this. And it's socially rude to just be like, okay, bye,
Yeah, peace out,
See ya, hate you. You can't do
Can't
that.
handle this conversation, yeah. No, yeah, no.
It's terrible. So then they would be like, oh my God, did you see Chrissy's hair today? It looks terrible. And then everybody would be like, oh my God, you're crazy. And then I would go, you know how sometimes in porn, pussy looks like it has the consistency of flan? Not true. And they would go, what? I'd be like, do you know how sometimes in porn, pussy looks like it has the consistency of flan? And it was amazing. It worked so well. They were like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, do you know what flan is? And they would be like, yeah, I know what flan is. But
how does it,
how does it look like that? And I'd be like, it just does to me. And then they legitimately talked about that for the rest of the day, the rest of the week. They stopped fucking gossiping about each other, and I didn't feel like wringing their neck.
Yeah.
It was great.
I get that.
It was wonderful. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess my one thing would be...
the lying.
The lying. But I mean, also, did your therapist suggest anything? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
It's a problem when your therapist... I mean...
If your therapist just said, oh, that's a bad thing, and then, cash the check, I'd be like...
what is your
what is your
job?
You should be helping, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess, I don't know what other suggested things to do. I mean, I guess right now, not the asshole. I don't really...
Did you know that dolphins are rapists and they have rape murder caves under the ocean? It doesn't even have to be true. You could just lie. And then, God forbid, somebody brings out their phone and Googles it and says, no, that's not true. And then you just go, yeah, it is. I heard it from this guy.
Yeah.
And then it turns into a conversation about that. It's just not
about... So you heard it from a dolphin trainer?
Yeah, I know a dolphin trainer. They know for sure. They're lying about it on Google.
And my dad's Bill Gates. And he works at Microsoft.
My dad works at Microsoft.
He's actually Nintendo.
I know everything. Just fucking start lying. I don't know.
Just don't become a pathological liar. That's the only...
That's how you get there, though, I mean, but is that... what is it you want? So you have a friend that's a pathological liar and you're like, oh, I hate that they lie to me all the time, whatever. Would you rather they fucking start fights with you?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
No.
Just start fucking...
Probably not.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Lesser of two evils.
I didn't do that with everyone.
Yeah, it's a tactic you employ with certain people. I get it.
It's
not the...
I don't know. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Solved it.
Solved it.
You're just not going to like some people in your life.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
going to happen.
Yeah.
And people aren't going to like you. And it's just a thing that happens. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Damn.
But then also, sometimes you might have an issue where everything makes you mad.
Yeah.
You can't just run away from things all the time. So you have to come up with things to mitigate it.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%.
Don't lie to everyone all the time.
Don't lie to everyone all the time.
Cheat on people and shit. And that person, if they find out you've been lying to them this whole time, has a right to get mad.
That is true. Yeah, they do have a right to get mad.
Definitely. But I think then you just be honest and you're like, hey, listen, sometimes I got to do this because I get really mad sometimes. And it's just a thing I have.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's the truth. I mean, it might be a hard conversation.
Oh yeah, but if better than losing a friend, I guess, unless you don't want the friend. Your call.
I don't know.
Your life.
Your life, man.
Solved it again.
But I feel you, bro. I'm a fucking stinky little liar, dude.
Stinky
poopy
head liar.
Stinky poopy head. Am I the... oh wait, no, never mind.
Next time you do this, I'm throwing the mic stand.
This is from Jay. He, him.
Oh, I wrote the story in.
Yeah,
it's
it was
supposed to be
Josh.
April Fool's.
J for Josh. Am I the asshole for cutting my now ex-best friend out of my life after what they said about me being pregnant?
All right.
Backstory, I, 18 male, J, am transgender and have not made the transition from female to male, and I recently found out I was pregnant at the beginning of 2022 with my now ex's child. Wild. My ex-best friend, 18 female, E, has had a hard life with abuse from her mother when she was a child. The abuse was so severe that E had come to hate children in general and is still going to therapy for it. Now, to the story, when I first found out I was pregnant, I was shocked but decided to keep my child even though I identify as a male. I decided I was going to tell E because I thought they would support me. I ended up sitting down with E and another friend, S. I told both I was pregnant. S said congratulations, while E went on to say, keep that thing away from me, and I'm not babysitting that thing.
Whoa, okay.
That's fucking crazy.
I would leave that friend immediately.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
I knew E's opinions on children were strong.
Strong is underselling it.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I don't
Keep
think
that fucking
anyone
devil child away from me.
that fucking thing.
Jesus.
Fuck,
yeah,
bro?
like what the fuck?
I knew E's opinions on children were strong, but I didn't think she would be so upfront and rude about it. After hearing that, I said I was never expecting you to babysit in the first place.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to say. Why do you think so highly of yourself to have your friends trust you with their kid? Like shit.
Yeah, that is kind of the assuming is kind of the part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll keep the baby away from you because I know you're not comfortable with children. E said, good. But you don't have to be so fucking rude
I'm such
about
a
it.
dick about this. Jesus Christ.
You don't have to be a dick. Jesus. Me, S, and E continued to have a conversation about the baby, joking about how I'm going to be a hot dad. And S said, what does it feel like to be pregnant? And I said, being pregnant doesn't feel any different except for my awful morning sickness. E said then loudly, I couldn't imagine being pregnant with a parasite. This person has got to learn some boundaries.
This is, yeah. This
Wow.
fucking parasite. Jesus Christ.
I was shocked and devastated that a person who I thought was my best friend would say that to me. S then went to defend E, saying, surely you don't mean that Jay's baby is a parasite.
Doing God's work, trying to like...
Hey, like, come on, bud.
give it a Hail Mary of, hey, listen, I'm going to give you one out. You got one chance.
Jesus.
4th and inches. Come on, let's go.
E rolled their eyes and said, sure.
You waffled on that softball, E? Come on.
On that softball? You waffled on that softball?
Come on.
God bless. I would, you know what I would do in this scenario? I'd be like, has anyone seen Parasite? It's a great movie. Just like totally, I don't know.
And then your other friend would come in and be like, well, actually, I haven't seen Parasite yet. Trying to one up the...
Hey, y'all know how pussy's got the consistency of flan? Just anytime.
Jesus. Okay, I'm sorry, but okay.
E rolled their eyes and said, sure, even though I could tell she meant my child was a parasite. I ended up going home early from our hangout to cry on my pillow. I'm so sorry. I then proceeded to ignore E for weeks. She texted and called me. I eventually blocked her on everything and have been ignoring her when she tries to talk to me since the incident. So am I the asshole?
No.
I don't think so. Even though she has trauma, the person that said this is a parasite.
There's a limit, I think.
You still don't have to be rude about it.
Yeah.
There is a level of decorum where you could just be like, yeah, hey, listen, I'm sorry, this conversation isn't for me. I'm really sorry. Or can we talk about something else?
Yeah, remove
I'm
yourself
so sorry.
I don't know.
It's because of my trauma, blah, blah, blah.
It's really...
You literally don't have to be rude, though. And it's...
Yeah, no, I can't. No, I really can't. No, because I mean, like, yeah,
it's still not an excuse to just be rude to a pregnant person.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, yeah, you're right. There's a certain level of decorum. There's also like, yeah, Yeah, you would just ask to move the conversation away.
I don't know what the trauma is, so I don't want to assume. But I think also this is a trend with like anti-child people, which I kind of am one. I don't really want children for my own specific reasons. But there are people out there that will be like, no, I think a child is a fucking parasite and they're all things and I hate them and they can suck my dick. Which is one thing to say that on the internet, right? Still, that's like
wild to say.
That's one thing to get that out on the internet. At least
on the internet, there isn't that much emotion because it's just text on screen.
It's absolutely insane when your best friend who's pregnant comes to you and says, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and they go, "Your child is a parasite." Like
your
to
child
your
is
face.
A parasite. Get that thing away from me.
Get that thing away from me.
That's pretty crazy.
I would definitely be like, it's not out of me yet, right?
Yeah.
It's not bad vibes. It's a human person.
You gave them the chance to like say, "Oh, I'm sorry," when you said,
hey,
I don't want you. Yeah.
I get it that you're like that. You don't have to you don't have to be all
there
crazy.
There were multiple outs for this person.
And they just continued to be.
It's the rolling the eyes for me of like, all right, whatever,
Yeah, and
I think that's the attitude. Yeah, it's really like
And if they were offended, if she was offended by being like, "Why would you tell me if you know that I have this trauma?" Okay, say that.
Yeah, say that.
Say that instead
of
make
it clear.
Cause hostility.
That's
It's the flip side of the previous story where it's like that you have a problem, right?
Yeah, you know you have
an issue.
Yeah, the prior listener was like,
using tools to mitigate it, and this person just was not.
No tools.
No tools, going raw.
All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
0 to 100.
Real quick.
Real quick. Yeah, I don't think you're the asshole.
No, I don't think so either. It's so funny because those people then, the people that get blocked by their friends and don't get a explanation, even though what they've done is so obviously like why they got blocked, they will go to the next person that they find and they'll be like, "Yeah, I don't know why my friends don't like me.
They're crazy.
I just don't get it."
Fucking wild. Did we solve it though? I think we did solve it. Again. Yeah. We need full high fives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full fives is what we call them.
Full fives.
All right. So this next story comes to us from Joey. He, him. Titled by Carly. How to manage transition in friend groups.
Okay.
Hey y'all, I'm new to this podcast and enjoy your cozy vibes and humor. Your responses are always really calming to hear.
Oh, that's nice.
I was hoping for some advice on some things that have been going on lately in my friend group.
Okay.
Just to preface, I'm a sophomore in high school, and I know that once we graduate, I'll have some friends that I don't really talk to anymore. But most of the people in my OG friend group are people I've known for 10 to 14 years,
right.
So I feel very close to them.
Okay.
This group of friends I'll call the OGs because I've been integrated into another friend group that I've known for maybe 6 months. I'll call the 6-month group the Elders.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Good names.
Since we've all known each other a long time, the OG friends tend to be kind of abrasive in a teasing way, like lightheartedly saying to fuck off after something stupid or being sarcastic. Nothing that bothered me too much. When I started hanging out with the Elders, some of the OG friends started to say some increasingly hurtful things as a joke. I'm pretty sensitive, so I took some of them to heart. For example, I posted a pic I liked on Instagram, and one of them commented ratio, which I'll admit is pretty funny, but stupidly got under my skin, and other times it's everyone dogpiling on me to shut up in a really rude and seemingly genuine way. In response, I continued to distance myself from the OGs and hung out / talked to more often with the Elders, which caused the whole thing, but in the end we worked it out, and I thought everything was going to be alright again. Another factor is that the OG friends are branched off of one very strong 10-year relationship between me and K. So now the group consists of me, K, S, Z, and R. The conflict from earlier stemmed from S being mad at me for not being around as much, especially because in the past she and I have gotten together really well, and we would often hang out together, just the two of us. I understand where she's coming from, obviously, but now in the time that I wasn't as involved, everyone got closer to each other without me. Specifically S, Z, and R. The three of them like to prank call random people a lot, and I never really had fun doing it, nor did I want to be involved with it either.
but I just respectfully stayed out of it while everyone else did. This caused a lot of inside jokes that specifically those three were in on, while out of the four of the OGs, I was the one with the least knowledge on them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That makes sense so far.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a group chat that as of right now isn't very active, and they were talking about how it isn't active, to which Z mentioned something about how they talked more often on an Instagram group chat that I'm not a part of.
Why would they say that in a big group chat? It's so mean.
I think it's about the prank calls, but I can't say definitely what it's for. There's other contributing factors, like a tarot reading I got where it said my friends seem to see me as a bit of a burden/annoyance to hang out with, the guy I'm into being a part of the elder friend group, and a conversation with S that went like this. S, something about my parent working in a city 30 minutes away that has a large mall, and what time she gets off at. Me, this weekend could probably work. K's work schedule only has days off on the weekdays. Me, are you talking about everyone or just us? S, everyone, but it won't work. Me, it would still be fun for just me and you to go. Left on red. I've been sad about this entire thing for the past couple of weeks because I feel disconnected from my OG friends and like I'm being brushed to the side. In every situation, I feel like I'm not really being talked to first if not to gain something. And I'm always stuck prompting conversations, which sucks a lot because I'm an extroverted person. The guy that I like isn't even allowed to hang out with me because of his parents' whack homophobia.
Damn.
I feel really lost because this is the first time in my life I've been sort of stuck between friend groups when I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I just really, really don't know what to do in this situation. I miss how things were before all this ever happened. Thank you for listening to my gripes. And then it's, I think, kissy faces? A wink? Yeah, kissy, wink face, and then heart emojis.
Thank you.
It's like it's the emoticons. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Lesson three.
Oh.
All right, how do we help this listener?
Bruh, I feel you. Dude,
I don't know. Yeah, shit.
It's a problem because you're so young. If these were like 22, 23-year-olds, I would expect them to be mature enough to where you could go and talk to them and be like, hey, why are you so mean to me?
Yeah.
What's going on? I feel like the energy is sophomores in high school.
Yeah, teenagers, like almost like new teenagers. Like,
so the problem is like definitely they are immature.
Yes.
And you are growing up.
Yeah, and like it sucks because like people grow up at like different rates and times.
Yeah.
No one's ever really grown up until like, what is it, like
25?
25 is when your brain stops developing, you know?
And I will tell you, it isn't, I did not expect, I thought I was gonna, when I was 22 and when I was 19 and when I was 17, I always felt like I was gonna be the same person.
Yeah, same.
For the rest of my life. And you know what?
Yeah, people change and grow up.
It was specifically at 25, I feel like I'm transforming. I'm changing day to day into an old person. And I think you're going to, you also are. Everybody is. And you're going to get to a point where you'll recognize my friend is being mean. My friend is being immature and mean to me. And I know that the only way that I am going to mitigate myself getting hurt from the situation is getting out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let them deal with their shit. If they decide to come to me and apologize, then let them do that. If it's like a really, big situation and a big deal, I'm going to go to them and be like, hey, what's going on? And they should be able to say, oh, I had a bad day. And then you get to say, yeah, it's not really great that you can just be mean to me every time you have a bad day. And then they'll go, oh, maybe that's a behavior I need to work on. And then you guys can still be friends. It's okay. But the problem is that they are immature, probably. And it might be worth it to go to them and be like, hey, I think you guys are being kind of mean. What's going on?
Yeah.
This is how I feel with these specific scenarios. I want to figure out how to stay friends with you guys because I value our friendship. And then see what they say. And if they're mean,
fuck them.
You just got, yeah,
and it sucks because people will change. Not most people, but some people become assholes. Some people become nice, but like they're already at the point of like a second group chat on a different platform. That's on Instagram.
Mean,
yeah,
and it's mean for them to even drop it in the main group chat because they did that to tell you.
Basically, whoever sent that message wanted you to know about it.
Yeah.
Or they're really stupid.
Yeah, they're real dumb. Which
and then everyone else is like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my god, bro, don't tell him.
Don't tell him. Oh my god.
Don't tell him we're in a cool
We're in the cool group chat.
We're in the cool pranking regular service people, probably.
We're in the crank calling. God, Jimmy Kimmel asses. Oh my God.
Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, no, it's you're gonna grow up and you're gonna be like, yeah, they weren't cool. I shouldn't be worrying about them. If anything, just, this is now being in between friend groups really just means that you get to go meet new people.
Yeah, and you get to meet cooler people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I think it sucks. Being a teenager fucking sucks.
True. Yeah. And
Absolutely.
I will say, fuck those homophobic parents too.
Yeah,
that's
shit.
the thing that sucks is like fucking you're a lot of the times in that scenario, it's like you're the people that would want to hang out with you in that state. There would have to be a lot of sneaking around. But also fuck those parents. I mean, like shit.
High key.
But fuck, man, it's difficult. It's difficult traversing.
Yeah. Same.
God.
When I was in high school, I was an out atheist.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a friend who was from a very, very Christian family, to the point where his parents would get on the phone with me and ask me to come to their completely Spanish speaking church that they built and ran, which is impressive.
Very impressive. Yes.
But I was like, I'm not going to learn anything. I'm an atheist. And they were like, no, you need to. And it was like something that I needed to do. I never did it. Such a piece of shit.
You need to do it.
Well,
gotta go.
I was something I needed to do, I think, to continue being friends with him.
Oh.
And then like we all had group hangouts, but then he couldn't go. But then his like sister or something would drop him off, or like his mom agreed to drop him off if I wasn't there, so I had to hide.
Yeah. Then...
Lie to your parents, kids.
Lie to your parents, yes. But
go ahead and do it. Why not? I'm not a responsible adult. I'm not trying to be a teacher or anything.
Yeah, we are not professionals.
We're not
therapists, not nothing.
We can give you bad advice.
Yeah. But no, fucking yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Shit sucks.
It's
as a teenager.
That is sadly just how it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes. That's how
Sometimes,
it be.
yeah. But it will get better. That's the good news. Is like
the best thing about being a teenager is everything literally changes every day.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything about your life changes.
Best thing too is also like 99% of people that people will say that high school is the best years of your lives. That's fucking stupid.
No,
Not
it's
true.
dumb.
Like usually, like for most people, it's your 20s, 30s, or 40s become your best years of your life. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like I don't know. The good news is that like it seems shitty now, but it does get a lot better.
Yeah, your life is gonna get so much better soon.
Yeah, like maybe you're 15, so we're probably about 15ish if you're a sophomore, so about 3 years away from freedom.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah. Like you could not pay me to go back to being a teenager.
Oh God, no.
But also, like, your feelings are valid, I want to say.
Yes, your feelings are very much valid.
Because you're losing, if you do end up losing this friendship, a 10-year friendship.
A 10-year friendship, and even I think I said 14 on accident, like 4-year friendship. That's still a lot of time.
That's a lot of time, yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta grieve those losses, you know.
I've been more upset over friendships that lasted a shorter amount of time. You know, it just depends. It just depends.
Yeah.
But it sucks. And then there's always a possibility. Don't count on it, because people will surprise you. Yeah. There's always a possibility that in the future, they're going to be like, man, I was so immature. I'm so sorry.
God.
And by that time, you'll be like, bro, I don't even care anymore. You'll be like, you know what? I get it. Me too.
Yeah. God.
So, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm sorry for now, though, because it shit sucks.
I am sorry now. I'm happy we solved it, though.
But it's not going to be forever. Wow.
What was up?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing
Everything's
happened.
fine.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready for the last story.
Okay, baby.
I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. Let's go. I'm ready.
This isn't the last one. You have one after this.
No, I mean last one for you.
Oh, okay.
Your last story, and then I have my last story.
All right. This is from Max, him.
Cool. A lot of hims tonight.
A lot of dudes tonight.
A lot of bros.
A lot of fucking bros.
Yo, we're a brocast now.
Yo,
welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. I'm Joe.
I'm Rogan. I could have said Jordan Peterson. They're bros, right? Why is he not called Joe Brogan? He should rename himself.
You should.
Violence.
If I just started bleeding right now. But it felt sharp. It felt sharp for a second.
Okay. Christ. Okay.
So upset.
This is from Max, he, him. Am I the asshole for wanting my girlfriend to make more money? Carly title. Can you tell? So funny.
No.
God.
Next question.
I, 25 male, have been dating my beautiful girlfriend, 24 female, for 6 months. She is an American living in Europe, where I was born and raised, and although she only has a basic grasp of the language, this has not been a problem so far because I'm very fluent in English. The first real challenge has come up recently when it comes to her job. She works as a professional musician or hired gun. She is hired to play on other people's albums and recently began touring with a decently well-known band in my country.
That's cool.
That's fucking awesome. Congrats. That's hard to do. Although I am proud of her, as someone who works in tech, I'm accustomed to being paid well for my work, and I disparage that she simply doesn't make the kind of money I would expect her to make for the amount of work she puts in. That's the music industry, baby.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree with the point that musicians should be paid more.
Yeah, but why would you get mad at your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm mad at the system.
Well, we don't know if he's mad.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Thing. She somehow manages to pay all her bills and has never asked me to support her financially, but I want a future with her, and I don't know how we would work with her continuing to make so little for the hours. It doesn't seem worth it. When I broached the issue with her, that perhaps she should consider going into teaching, she became very upset with me, telling me that I don't understand that she's been working her whole life, 10 years of formal music education, plus 6 years of undergrad and grad school, and that she's happy with what she's doing. She doesn't believe that she has a lack of motivation. I don't believe that either.
Yeah.
That this is what she has always wanted, which is unbelievable to me that someone would want to make so little. Oh! Oh! Guy? Wow.
All right. Well, you're
real tech guy here.
Have you I don't want to be a dick like right off the bat. Have you watched or listened to any of our opinions about money? And
Yeah,
how it's fake and made up and
it's
dumb.
so funny that you're consuming a podcast. And when no one would podcast if they believed in how you believed.
Listen, bro.
You have a heart?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Unless you donate, unless you become $100 patron right now, you're not gonna be coming out of this story looking real good. That's all I'm saying. All right, and that's not a threat. That's a promise.
There's one last paragraph.
Okay.
Finally, the argument ended when she suggested that if I couldn't accept it, that we should end the relationship. We didn't speak for a few days and have resumed seeing each other since, and things have mostly returned to normal, but I feel like this is looming over us.
I don't know how late the story is, so this is probably null and void.
Yeah, you've probably broken up by now.
Yeah.
You can convince anyone
to not follow their dreams and passions
because you want to date them.
Yeah.
That's not really how it goes, and it should not work like that.
Yeah, and like you're putting the problem on your girlfriend and not the system.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's enjoying her work.
She's not asking you for money. She's
not asking you for money. Not literally, you don't support her financially.
You literally just said to her, I don't understand why you do the job you do.
Because she likes it.
You don't understand that she likes her job. And that's why she wants to do it.
I would,
if I was
you're looking at this too much financially.
Her, which I am in my fantasies, a professional touring musician.
Yeah,
over
bro,
abroad. Holy shit,
bro. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Are you, dude? Playing guitar or something like fucking.
Yeah, but you're like, she doesn't make 6 figures, so I don't want to date her or something. I mean, I'm putting words.
I don't know. I don't know what the money is.
What's
but
going
like,
on? But so you're like, okay, that's not enough money, and then you tell her, and then you're like, I don't understand why you would even want to do this. It looks like something I would not want to do. Yeah, I would break up with you too. I would just be like,
my girlfriend's not on a Sigma grind set, actually.
Well, I mean, like, it's just because you've been spoiled by tech. Like, every other job isn't going to pay you the amount of money that tech is going to pay you. Man.
Yeah.
That's literally it. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
It's like being a CEO and then going to McDonald's every day because you do consume music. That's the crazy part. You consume music. You've probably been to like a festival or something.
Yeah.
Or a concert or whatever. And even if you haven't, you've never listened to music ever in your entire life. You've never been to a concert. You've looked at art, maybe.
Yeah, you've gone your whole life consuming art, no matter unless you live under a rock.
Yeah.
Unless you live in a bomb shelter that is only painted gray and only has no labels on the ready-to-eat rations.
Which is also, you still wouldn't be able to get away from it because you listen to this podcast.
So, no, okay, so, all right, okay.
Also, you work for a job which probably has a logo, which was made by someone not being paid enough for their graphic design
listener
skills.
We do not earn enough money with this podcast, and we have not earned enough money with this podcast
ever
for 3 years
to continue doing it.
All being the only thing we do.
Yeah.
And yet this is still on the internet.
And it's gonna come out week after week
because we enjoy it.
Because we like doing it.
We can't think for your girlfriend. We can't think, but for our perspective, what you just told us is that our podcast is...
We should fuck off.
We should go fuck ourselves because we're not earning a living wage.
Which is, yeah. And, and I'm not even resentful at our beautiful listeners.
No, because it's not their fault. And it's not your fault either. It's no one's fault. The problem's fault is the system.
Yeah.
That's my main point, is that we live in a society that although consumes and cherishes art, does not properly pay out artists.
Right.
And it doesn't properly pay out the people that make the fucking mug that you hold to drink coffee, or the can of LaCroix I drink,
Yeah, exactly. And it's because of people not valuing art like you.
Yeah, that's the problem.
There's a little bit of blame. You got to take a little bit. If you picked up painting and you immediately were like, oh, I'm not good enough at this to make money from it. And if I did make money from it, I wouldn't actually make enough to pay my bills. Or I could pay my bills with it if I spent 16 years at this. But actually, that's not enough to get into a relationship with somebody who demands too much of me.
Well,
so
that's the thing.
I'm just going to stop. There would be no paintings.
And if you use that logic on literally everything, there wouldn't be any lights on. There would be no water pumping. There would be nothing.
Yeah.
No innovation, no nothing. Because if you're only concerned about the idea of a paycheck at the end of the day, we would stagnate as a society.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think you just told your girlfriend that, and your girlfriend was like, oh, you think like that? I want to break up with you. That's probably what happened.
Or at least it's going to be really tense until this conversation. So that's our perspectives.
Yeah, holy shit.
I really can't. And I mean, ironically, we just did a whole Patreon exclusive about how we're...
we hate our jobs.
We hate our jobs, and we don't want to fucking... we aren't being paid enough for what we do, and no one's getting paid enough for what we do in this fucking recession.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
You're abroad, and you're in a different economy, you're in a different country, but this is just a general, idealistic clash that you're going to have with anyone who creates anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you want to hear somebody tell you that you're right, go to your job and ask a tech guy.
Yeah.
Ask someone in STEM. And they might even have a different opinion than you, because I'm learning as a creative person who was told, I don't know, I couldn't learn how to code. I'm not going to make it in STEM because I'm a creative little girl.
A woman trying to learn how to code?
I'm learning that STEM people are actually really cool and actually don't think in the ways that I used to think that they were. And I don't know, you're being a stereotype, bruh.
Yeah. You're the guy that gets really excited because you get a free bag of Cheetos at your job.
Yeah, and you probably don't get paid
well either. You probably don't get paid well enough. Yeah, you should be probably getting paid more too. Ironically enough, I think you should probably be getting paid more. Yeah.
Really important work.
And also, I know that she hasn't asked for your support, but why don't you just offer support?
That's a good point. Yeah. Why do you need her to make 50-50 for you?
Yeah. That's never going to happen.
That's the thing.
There's never going to be a time where down to the fucking penny, you both are making 50-50.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you want to, then you have to date somebody with your exact same job.
Yeah. And also they have to be a man, because if it was a woman, they'd be getting paid 70%.
Right. And if it was a woman and you lived together, she'd probably be doing all the emotional labor.
Yeah, true.
So it wouldn't be fair, actually, what you want.
It would not be fair at all.
We're really judging you a lot.
I'm sorry.
But I don't know why you thought that we weren't going to do that.
Sometimes we're surprised at the things that people write into a form on this podcast and on this.
Yeah, shit, man. What the fuck?
Two socialists, fucking.
Two socialist artists.
Yeah.
That's just not the question you ask somebody like that. I think you have a self-awareness problem, really.
That's really the big issue.
That's the biggest
here.
issue.
Bro, I'd be so ecstatic if one of us got like a touring.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It for the fun. Like sometimes tours don't even make money, man. Like especially if it's your first tour and you're like a small person.
The only way, and like most musicians don't get paid like well from like Spotify royalties, so they have to do tours and they have to sell merch, you know.
Merch is the most, Yeah,
so like shit.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I think I would be really happy that you have a cool girlfriend.
I'd be fucking based in red pill girlfriend.
And I think actually it's valid to be worried about finances.
Oh yeah, no, it's always valid to be worried about finances
if you're gonna merge, but like you gotta be willing to compromise and actually talk about it.
And not only that too, but like shit'll always happen, like where one of you guys won't have a job or one of you guys will get a really good job for like a day and then it's gone, and then
exactly.
You gotta be open to variability.
You
can't be so strict and set in this box, you know.
And I mean, and there are rare examples where like, I mean, maybe it's not rare, I don't actually know anything, fucking, you know, where your partner has been unemployed for a long time, isn't looking for jobs, blah blah blah. To me, then I would be like, hey bro, are you depressed? Can we figure out how to like make you not depressed? And if they go, no, I love living, I love sitting on this couch and just eating big old bags of Ruffles and not working working my job anyway, can you get rent for me this month? Which was actually me this last month because I was overdrawn.
Yeah, actually, Sarah, can we talk about that? Hey, Sarah, you're gonna pay me back for that.
Those are times where you're like, I wish my partner made more money for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean,
it's
in this context though, I feel like
not when she's making enough money for her own bills.
Yeah. In Europe too, yeah. I feel like Europe's more expensive, right?
I know. I feel like that. Maybe it's not.
$7 minimum wage over here. I don't know. Yeah, fucking, I don't know. But I think, a little bit the asshole, but there is redemption. But if you listen to our entire sermon, yes.
Every single asshole is available to be rehabilitated into not an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree.
You are being an asshole about this.
Yeah.
You are wrong about this, my king.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Solved it, though.
Solved it. I can't believe I read that.
That was a fucking...
I haven't seen an opinion like that in fucking years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Last story.
Yeah? Is it a banger?
Comes to us from Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
She, her.
Okay.
There's a trigger... I'll wait for the trigger warning. Am I the asshole for not being sympathetic and or caring about my boyfriend's mental health issues? Trigger warning, threat of suicide. I've been dating my boyfriend for 5 years since we were in high school. The majority of that time has been in person, but we have been long distance. And he's been going through a lot during the last few years. He is struggling financially and with his mental health, which is understandable because we have been in a pandemic for the last few years.
Makes sense.
I, 22 female, have been supporting my boyfriend, 23 male, financially throughout those years. I don't mind because we are a team. Or so I thought. During the pandemic, I got very sick. Not with COVID, but with another disease.
Oh.
I was in the hospital and nearly died twice. To my boyfriend's credit, he was supportive and kept me company, but I noticed he would make unusual comments once I left the hospital. Quote, like, I don't know how I managed. You were so emotional. Honestly, it kind of pissed me off, but I ignored it and kept trying to get better.
Okay.
Fast forward to July, it's my birthday, and he didn't acknowledge it or do anything for it. I was hurt because this is the third year in a row that he's been like this. He chalked it up to mental health and not feeling well, but he had no problem asking for help financially. I didn't get my paycheck, and money had been tight since I couldn't work, so I ended up giving my birthday money.
No, honey.
Which again pissed me off even more.
Yeah.
We argued because I wanted this birthday to be different, but every time we argue, I would say his actions were selfish, not him as a person. Still, he takes arguments as personal attacks, and he uses me being in the hospital as a reason why he's not selfish. Don't get me wrong, there are times I act immaturely during arguments, but this last year I've been going to therapy to work on that.
Honestly, I feel like I deserve better, and it doesn't help that our birthdays are in the same week. Every day he's been struggling with his mental health, self-worth, and self-esteem, and each day I try to be supportive, be encouraged and supportive because I know it's a hard thing to go through. But it's like it's an excuse for everything. Now, I'm not an asshole. We celebrated his birthday, but I kept trying to encourage him to get some help a few days after. During his birthday, I noticed he didn't have mental health issues. He was lively and incredibly happy. It was like he did a 360 switch. I found this odd. If I'm honest, I think he needs some help. He's been this way for 3 years, and I'm starting to get resentful because he doesn't invest in himself or his mental health.
Yeah.
I have also struggled with depression, self-worth, and other things, but I find therapy helpful. Now, I know it's not for everyone, but it doesn't hurt to try, and it is accessible. So I'm confused why he's like this. Frankly, I don't have the energy to keep going because he's constantly choosing not to get help. I'm starting to feel emotionally trapped and a bit drained. I have broken up with him in the past, but he threatens that he's going to kill himself, and I get scared because I don't want to be held responsible for that.
You're not responsible for him killing himself if he does end up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's abusive.
That's pretty abusive, yeah.
That threatening. Listen, if he does need mental health help and he's just like using it as a crutch to not be a good boyfriend, you are allowed to leave.
Yeah,
Still, it doesn't mean that you don't care about his mental health, but you have to say, like, listen, as a relationship boundary, I need you to get help or else we're not continuing the relationship.
Yeah.
Because, like we said earlier in the podcast, you need to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others.
Yeah.
You know?
And because of how much you're trying to take care of him,
and he's demanding
it
that you take care of him.
You're not going to be able to take care of yourself eventually, and that's going to become a really big problem for yourself.
Right. So now you have to do all this other work to do your mental health stuff to make yourself feel better to take care of him, and he's doing none of that. It's just all right to be upset.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And fuck, man. Yeah, it can't be the asshole of like, it really is like
saying, oh, I'm going to kill myself if you break up with me. That's immediate. I can't do this.
Yeah, no,
that's an immediate deal breaker.
Yeah. Jesus.
That's like a baseline. It's a red flag for sure, but it's a red flag at the end of the relationship. You know what I mean?
Right at the end.
It's like, oh, okay, see
right
ya.
on the buzzer, you know? Like,
yeah. If he wants to make it seem like you don't care about him, say, listen, I still care about you, but I can't be in a relationship with you if you're going to treat me like this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. It doesn't mean that you don't care about him. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person, and you're not responsible.
No, you're not responsible. It's really shitty too, because he's like also like dangling him being in the hospital, or not him being you being in the hospital, him being there with you in the hospital, but then making weird comments.
He just sounds incredibly selfish, which is something that could happen if he is mentally ill.
Yes, but it's not your burden to
just deal with that.
Yeah.
No. It's, you're mentally ill, but also everybody has their own responsibility to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, Josh, if I didn't go to therapy, if I didn't take my pills, and I was just constantly like down and rude and mean to you, and you had a problem with it, which obviously you would have. I'm pretty shitty when I'm fucking depressed. I would be like, you would be able to be like, I'm breaking up with you. And it would make sense.
I mean, yeah, because like at that point, it's like fucking it would be too much for me to handle. Yeah, and I mean, same to you for me. Like fucking. Yeah, I know I got my mental health shit.
I don't think that's outrageous, and I think probably 90% of the time, that's what breakups are.
Yeah, it's just like,
oh, bro, I don't know how to deal with my mental health right now. Blah blah blah. I'm scared of getting therapy, or I'm not able to get therapy, or I'm not able to fucking figure out my shit. I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now.
Yeah. It happens. Like, fuck.
It doesn't mean that somebody's a villain. Somebody's a hero.
Yeah, this isn't a hero's journey, like shit.
But the line needs to be drawn in the sand.
Yeah.
That when he says, "I'm going to kill myself," that's
oh God. Jesus.
Bro, I would screenshot that. I would send it to his mom. I would do something.
Yeah, so get someone to do something, because obviously, like
I would be like, listen, I can't deal with this, and you need to take care of your son.
Yeah, whoever is available,
Yeah, whoever else in his life is like, hey, make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, because
I can't deal with
I can't deal with this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not the asshole.
No. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Fuck.
Also, I'm glad you're better.
Yeah, I'm glad you're doing better.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And also, yeah, you should be doing shit for your birthday.
Yeah.
After 5 years.
After 5 years, get the birthdays right.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk. What? I'll admit that I fucked up. All right.
Josh at least does one thing. At least.
Yeah, just one. 100
but I don't
little
need that.
things.
I don't need that. I don't need. Is that a thing?
For your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This year, Josh is giving me $100 for a new phone.
Yeah.
Because my phone keeps dying.
Yeah, flip phone.
Yeah, I'm getting a little flip phone.
But no, fucking, yeah, I'm one to talk. But,
Well, I mean, like, listen, fucking, I don't know. God, I have to defend you now, huh?
no, you don't. You don't have to defend me.
I mean, even when we were both poor and we didn't, have money to give to each other,
Yeah.
on our birthdays, you at least, like, wrote me a letter.
True. Yeah.
Or, like, got me a book.
Yeah.
You've always done something. It's the not doing anything for me, fam.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Or even last year, like, you took me to Daytona.
Yeah, true.
That
Yeah.
was something.
Oh yeah, and I was caught up in my fucking dead cat. I forgot about that.
Yeah, true. We've
that was
been
a
through.
rough- yeah.
Sometimes it's fucking hard, and it's hard to deal with mental health issues
Yeah.
in relationships because it's two people likely that have mental health issues trying to figure out ways to make themselves feel better and whether or not they should rely on each other or not. And it's you feel selfish, or you feel like you're too needy or something like that. But the truth is, if you just talked about it and you can get through it, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
That's literally it. That's all you need to do. But then if you talk about it and your partner goes, I'm going to kill myself, that's not good.
That's not
That's
great.
actually a bad
That's
sign.
a really bad thing.
And then they continue to do the same behavior for 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
No, it's not good.
Nope. Bounce.
Bounce.
Solved it.
That was a weird high five.
Let's try again. Solved it.
Solved it.
Solved it.
Solved it.
And that's our show.
That's it, baby.
That's all we got. That's all we have for you guys.
Hell yeah.
But Sarah, what would you enjoy plugging today?
You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at That's Soheron.
Nice.
The THATSOHEERON. And it should pop up or something.
You'll find it.
You'll fucking find it.
It's in the
It's in
description.
the description. That's it.
I'm Joshua Chinlin on Twitter, a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch and TikTok.
Nice.
I don't stream I haven't streamed recently, but prime sub anyway. Or regular sub. And you'll get emotes you can use in other chats.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're good emotes.
Yeah, there's my face.
They're-
Spread my face.
They're worth $5.
5 smackaroonies.
Yeah.
Podcast will save this on Instagram and Facebook, APWSTR on TikTok, APWSTR Productions on YouTube, APWSTR Buy Me Coffee and Patreon.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Oh, let me know what type of personal content I should make.
Yeah, let Josh know. He wants to make
I
personal
want to make
stuff.
personal stuff on YouTube. So whatever type of stuff you'd want to see, it'll be extra on my own channel.
Yeah.
But I want to get back into making other content. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Give him IDs.
give them ideas. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be the show.
That's it.
So hope you all enjoyed it.
Enjoy it.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we gotta do outro and intro.
Okay. Let's do the
If
outro.
we don't do the outro, I'm gonna kill myself.
Wow.
Yeah. If we don't do it.
Oh, actually, Josh, I have to go pee, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna
Yeah,
leave.
no, it's fine. No, you can go pee. It's fine.
All right, see
No big
ya.
deal.
I'm gonna walk off.
You better
set
not
now.
be fucking lying to me.
Why would I lie to you?
I mean, I'm just like, you're like kind of giving me a weird side eye,
No.
Sorry, I love you more than anything. I hate this character I made for myself.
The piece of shit.
Yeah,
Emotional manipulator. Yeah, it's not good.
I guess it wasn't a good idea.
I do actually have to pee,
Okay,
so
all
I
right.
wasn't lying to you.
Fuck.
Got him. Straight up got him.